Hi, I'm Carolyn, and welcome to Carolyn's Corner live video podcast. We're so excited that you chose to join us tonight, and we are thrilled to start our new series featuring singers, songwriters, authors, etc., etc. This is going to be a place where everyone can come together and just support each other in a safe, secure, positive environment. And folks, we are so happy you chose to be here. There's something I need to tell you, very, very important. Make sure before we start tonight's show that you like, comment, share. Like, comment, share. Very important. And if you're on YouTube, please click that subscribe button because that is the only way that our family is going to grow. And the larger our family is, the larger the support system is going to be for these amazingly talented people. And folks, Paul has a couple of words for you he'd like to say. So right after this is a short video from Paul. And then we have one more advertisement. It's a little video that I made featuring some of our merchandise. Yes, that's right. Carolyn's Corner has merchandise. We're always bringing in new merchandise from our amazingly supportive friends. So make sure you tune in, and you do not have to purchase anything in order to watch the show. Of course not. We just enjoy having you here, and we hope you have a great time. Get ready to interact by typing in the comments in either Facebook or YouTube Live. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited. So here's Paul with another important announcement.
All right. How are y'all doing today? Well, I got some responses back on the video that the last video that I did about the podcast and doing Carolyn's Corner, getting people on, and a lot of people are kind of hesitant, which I'm kind of curious about. But I've been thinking, and I found that my brain is telling me that the biggest reason why people are hesitant about this is because people don't usually help other people. I'm here to tell you, we are here to help you.
Well, I messed that up, didn't I?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Carolyn's Corner. I am thrilled that y'all joined us tonight. I know y'all is not a proper word, but in Texas, it is a proper word. Let me tell you, I normally say y'all all. I'm trying to cut down on my slang, so I'm just going to say y'all to keep it short. So we have a great show planned for y'all tonight. I'm so happy you joined us. We got a lot of special guests, and we're going to kick off this show right. How about that great video that Paul put? He didn't get the video made, so he just held it up and played the video. It made me laugh so hard. Paul is so great. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about tonight. I cannot tell you how we just can't wait to get started. We're going to be featuring local artists, songwriters, singers, authors, musicians. Oh my gosh, so many things. We talk about chasing our dreams and following our passions. And Paul and I are doing that. And I know all of the guests that are going to be on here today are doing that, trying their best to do it. So here's a place where we can come and support each other. And I am so excited. So without further ado, and I like using that word, I do. I'd like to bring on my great co-host. You saw him a while ago. Yes, I know. Hi, here is my co-host, Mr. Paul Gallagher. Hi, Paul.
Oh, I messed that video completely up.
It's okay. It made it great. It really did. If we don't have fun, folks, let me just tell you right away. We are here to have fun and laugh and just get to know y'all and hang out. We are not some high-tech, I don't even know how to describe it. We're not some uppity people. We are just down-to-earth people like you are, and we make mistakes. We laugh. We mess up all the time. But that's why we're going to have so much fun together. And I want to say welcome to our video podcast.
We even have phone interruptions.
Yes, I thought I muted it. See what I mean?
Oh, you know what? Mine was muted. No wonder why I wasn't getting any things.
Oh, that's what it was. So Paul, let me just tell you something about Paul real quick. Paul is an author. He is a self-published author. And every time I say author, I have to put my pinky out like this. And in addition to that, he's been a magician. He's been just an all-around funny guy. What else did you do, Paul? He's a computer guy. He's a magician.
I'm a husband.
He's a husband. He's a father. He started all over. Yes, he's got older grown kids, and he started all over. So now he's got a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. He's starting all over. I think it's great. He's got some great stories. You're going to love him. So, Paul, you're a self-published author. Wait,
correct.
Author. Make sure you hold your pinky up for some reason.
Uh-huh.
And for those of you joining us from out of state, we are in Beeville, Texas. Hello, welcome. Beeville, Texas. It is not a big town. What is our population here, Paul? 50,000? I don't even think we're 50,000.
50?
I have to ask Brett. Now, I want to tell you, Brett is not on the screen right now, but Brett is my husband, and he is also our production manager. He really is. We made him a t-shirt that says it. So now he has the title, and it's hilarious. He works so hard behind the scenes. And once in a while, he'll make a trip all the way in the room from the living room, and you may get to meet him. And behind me, in case you're wondering what's all those things on my wall, those are all pictures, paintings that mean a lot to me, whether they be made by my family who's no longer with us or great friends that have given me them. They just all mean a lot to me. So someone said my wall tiled with memories. And I was like, ooh, I like that. That may be my next song. Speaking of songs, Paul, I want to bring on our other great person that's going to be helping us, at least tonight. We never know who's going to be on the show. Tonight, we have a very dear friend that I met, and he has just been a godsend to me. He's been helping me since day one.
You're echoing.
That's not good. Is that better? Sorry.
No.
Can you hear me?
You still got feedback.
Can you hear me?
With an echo.
Still echoing?
Echo. Echo. Echo.
Great. So that's what happens when you have a live show. Is it still doing it, Paul?
There you go. Now it stopped. Nope,
Okay.
it's still echoing.
How about now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Nope, I'm echoing.
Can you hear me? Let me just unplug this and we'll just go the other way. And bye. That's the great part about doing a live show. You never know what's going to happen.
No matter how much we're testing.
Maybe it's you echoing, Paul. Am I still echoing?
No, I am.
Okay. It's Paul echoing. Hello, 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 hello.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like in the cave. I don't know if your connection bad or my connection's bad.
My connection is good. It better be. No, I'm just joking. It's not. It couldn't possibly be me. Okay, I'm sorry, Paul. As I was saying, turn your gain down on your microphone. That's probably what you might need to do. I don't have any idea. I'm not professional with electronics. I want to bring
Oh,
on
hold on.
a
No.
Jerry says
Yeah,
it's you.
it's
Yeah, I
me.
believe it is. It is Paul. I want to bring on a dear friend that we just happened to run into each other. Basically, we crossed paths, and what a blessing he has been. He commented on one of my songs I put on my songwriting post, and he was so kind. And then we've just been messaging back and forth, and I just discovered that he's such a great guy. He belongs to the songwriting site that I do. He also does songwriting workshops. He co-writes with others, and just an all-around great guy. I'd like to bring him on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jerry Bradley. I'm bringing him on the screen. Hey, Jerry,
Yay!
how are you?
I'm doing great, Carolyn. How are you
That's
doing?
good. I'm good. I thought it was me echoing. Can you hear me okay, Jerry?
I hear you fine.
Okay, good. Because we were having issues with the audio earlier, and I was like, oh boy, like 20 minutes before the show started, but hopefully we have it resolved. So, Jerry, thank you so much for joining us. I'm really so excited that you're here with us. So, as Jerry knows, and as everyone else might know, we've got a special musical guest, and we do have another surprise guest tonight, Jerry. We have Stormy Lewis on here as well. So, we're going to get to everyone, okay? So, let's kick off are y'all ready to kick off the show, gentlemen?
Yes.
All right. Paul, are you ready?
Well,
I think we should have like, count me, count me, count
I'm
me.
fine. I'm just echoing.
You're just that. Can you turn down whatever's causing that? Maybe turn on. Poor Paul. Poor Paul. And what happens is this is all virtual. So you're going to run into issues at different places, depending on your internet signal, your microphone, whatever you're using. And some people may come on here on their phone. You just never know. Excuse me. Sorry. So the first guest I want to introduce, first of all, Jerry, excuse me. So I was telling them, Jerry, how you are a songwriter, a singer. He writes gospel songs, by the way. And he's very talented. I just love your songs. You do co-writing sessions, and tell him a little bit more about what you do, Jerry, if you'd like.
I mostly hang out at the house. I've got a YouTube channel I've been working on for a while now. I'm not ready to really launch, but it's coming out later.
Nice.
Paul's echoing in my ears.
Paul, mute your mic while you're not talking.
I did. I muted it. Hold on.
No, we can still hear you. Sorry. I'm going to take you off the screen, Paul. There we go. Okay, go ahead, Jerry. I want Paul to come back, of course.
No, I've been doing, the short version. I played a lot of music. I played with bands when I was too young to play in bars, but I was still playing in them.
Okay.
Yeah, I joined the military, kind of pushed music off to the side a lot because, I was in the military. We were gone a lot. I did that for 30 years. I came out of the military. I was really heavy into poetry because, poetry is something you can do no matter where you're at.
That's true.
As long as you got a piece of paper and a pen, you're good. And I've kind of delved back into, without giving a whole life story, delved back into music several years ago. And part of it was because a doctor told me I'd never be able to play the guitar again. So, I was kind of stubborn, and my daughter bought me a guitar. Yeah, I gave away all my guitars, and my daughter wanted to buy me a guitar and bringing it to the house and said, I don't care what the doctor said, it's time for you to start playing again. And that was, 8 years ago. And so I started picking it up and playing again. And so I kind of shifted again from poetry to music. So, I've never done
they're very similar. They're very similar. The poetry is basically a song, just need to format it differently and put it to music, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, exactly. Cases. Yeah, a lot. Very, very, very much so. Just like with our guest that we've got tonight, and I'll be doing some of his poetry and talking about his songs. It's it was not a hard transition. I will correct you. I don't do songwriting workshops, but
Right.
I have done a
Oh,
lot of
I thought
poetry
you did. I'm so
workshops.
sorry.
No, but I've done a lot of
Oh,
poetry workshops, uh,
okay.
and mainly for those that have been through trauma.
Okay.
I did a poetry workshop called Two Step Forward, One Step Back. Uh, okay, I'm going way on too much about myself, and that's not what your
It's so
listeners are.
I know, but it's so easy to do because you have such an interesting life and you're such a great guy. You really are. And folks, you know how I've told Jerry, that I feel like I'm beyond blessed to meet all of these people, but certain people, they're just like, it's almost like you just run into them in your path in life for a reason. And Jerry has been just an amazing asset and I appreciate him. So Jerry, we're going to get back to you in just a moment. Thank you so
All
much for
right.
introducing yourself. And I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to take Jerry off the screen for just a few minutes. We'll see you back here in just a moment. So, next, I want to introduce our feature singer songwriter of the evening, Mr. Billy Fleming. I found him on the songwriters group that I belong to, and he actually commented on the post that I put. And I actually kind of went in order. I'm like, okay, he was one of the first people to comment and to say, I'm interested in getting my songs on your show. And so of course I contacted him. I listened to a couple of his songs and then of course I said, hey, would you like to come on our show? Because he's got a few songs that he had professionally recorded at a studio in Nashville. And a lot of us songwriters, and I'm a songwriter myself, what would you call it? Songwriters trying to climb up the ladder because we're all basically just starting out. The majority of us, we're just trying to get our music recorded. But in the meantime, a lot of times you need a good demo, or maybe you don't sing necessarily. So you need a good music demo. So Billy, just like me, has gone to a studio and sent 3 of his songs to the studio and had a demo made. And when you do that, most times they have a demo singer come in and sing them for you. So that's what Billy has done. And Billy is all the way, and I'm going to make sure I don't mess up, I hope I'm saying this right, Tazewell, Virginia. I hope I said that right. And I'm in Texas, so this is great. This is going to be wonderful. He's giving me thumbs up in the green room. By the way, it's a waiting room, but I'm calling it a green room. It's not green in there. But like all the big talk shows do. So he lives in Tazewell, Virginia, and he's married to a beautiful woman by the name of Lisa. And I would like to bring Billy on right now to introduce him. And then we're going to meet our other guests. We're going to hear a little bit about Billy. This show is all about you guys, your creativity, your talent, what you're doing. We want to help promote you in any way we can. So let's bring Billy on the screen and introduce you to Mr. Billy Fleming. Hey, Billy. Uh-oh. Are you frozen? Oh, I thought you were frozen. You look like a statue for a minute. How are you doing tonight, sir? Are you doing okay? I'm having issues hearing you, Billy. Let me make sure here. Hold on just a moment. Everybody's having issues with sound tonight. Billy, can you hear me?
Yeah, now, Mom.
Okay, we got you now. Like I said, you run into these things. We are going to run into these things probably every week because they're all in their own home trying to figure out how to get in here. It's like sneak in under the radar. Can we hear you? Can we see you? So, Billy, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Carolyn's Corner.
Thank you,
I think
Carolyn.
he's freezing. We are so glad to have you. Can you hear me okay, Billy?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Keep freezing up just a little bit. So, Billy, as you heard, I hope you were able to hear it. I was telling them how you have 3 different songs that you've gone and that you wrote, that you sent to the studio and had demos made. I put them in sort of an order. Well, first of all, before we get into that, why don't you tell them just real quickly a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do for a living besides songwriting?
I'm from small town, Southwest Virginia. Uh, uh, I'm an author. I write poetry, and I wrote I wrote 3 books. One of my life. I write songs when I get every chance I can.
Nice. Well, the three that you've chosen for us to play tonight on our show, I'm really excited to share them with everyone. Thank you so much for being here, Billy. Billy's going to go back in the waiting room. We're
Thank
just trying to not keep it too
you for
crowded. We'll have
having me.
everybody together here in a little bit. Billy, we will be right back with you, okay? So, folks, I'd like to bring on one more special guest, and this was a thrilling surprise because we didn't think it was going to go through until the very last minute. So Paul, my co-host, is also, since he's an author, he's going to be bringing on authors more so than I will. I'll be focusing on the songwriting side of it, and Paul will be focusing on the side of it. We have so much fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring our next guest on. He has found an author, and I don't know much about her because this was spur of the moment, but we're going to let her tell you. Paul said it's skipping a lot. I don't know what's going on with his audio. Let's hope he gets it fixed. If not, he needs to drive to my house, which is right down the street, and sit by me. We can make that happen. Paul, come to my house. We can wait till he gets here. We'll keep going. So, ladies and gentlemen, this next young lady, I want to introduce her real quick, is an author, and I haven't even gotten the information as far as her books or anything. I'm so sorry. I'm going to let Paul, hopefully his internet is working, come on and introduce her. Let me see if he's working good enough to do it. Let me bring him on. Hi, Paul, can you hear us now?
Hopefully it's not echoing.
No echo. So
Thank God.
I want you to introduce our next guest, sir.
Okay, well, I know her as Chasing Stormy on TikTok.
Okay.
I got one of her books called The Key. It's the
Key?
Sophie. I have it on my phone.
Normally we would have it on here. What is it? The Key?
The Key. It's a book she wrote, and it's a series with a character named Sophie in it.
Nice.
So far, it sounds really interesting. The Sophie Lee saga. There you go. I knew it was Sophie. I was like, I couldn't remember. I was like, this whole internet thing is horrible. Bring her on here. I want to talk to her.
Yes, absolutely. So let's go ahead and bring on Miss Stormy. I'm letting everybody meet everyone, and then we're going to start with the interviewing process and get this show really started. I mean, it's already started, but let's get it started the right way. Okay, let's bring on Miss Stormy. Hi, Stormy. What a beautiful name, Stormy Lewis. Man, I always wanted a name like something like that, but I just got stuck with Carolyn. But it's okay. How are you doing?
I am good. Stormy comes from the Classic Four back in the 60s. It was my dad's favorite song. And Dawn is Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. So I was actually named after music.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's in your blood, right? I'm surprised you're not a songwriter. Are you a songwriter too?
I am not. I used to be a dancer though. I was a professional. Yeah, I was a dancer for many, many years.
That is so awesome. It's like I can't even imagine when you have that in your family, it's almost in your blood to do something creative, isn't it? And
Yeah.
Gosh, that is so cool. I think it's so cool. So you were a dancer and now you're an author. So tell them about your book. We're just going to touch on it real briefly.
Yeah. So my company is Chasing Stormy because I also believe in chasing your dreams and conquering your personal harms. And the current series that I'm in is the Sophie Lee saga. There's going to be 5 books as of right now. I'm working on 4 and 5. It's about a genetically altered assassin, and her parents were murdered by a psychopath. It's a paranormal thriller.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it focuses on loved ones never truly leave us, even though they're dead. So I created a dream realm because my favorite person on the planet was dying while I was writing this series. And so it kind of helped me deal with my grief. And that family isn't just blood, it's who we bring into the world to be a part of our family.
Oh my gosh, Stormy, are you meant to be with us or what? Because we are always talking about that. Honestly, always, every show, right, Paul?
Yeah, no,
You're
it's crazy.
talking about how nothing is an accident. You meet everyone in your life for a reason. It's like a giant quilt. That's amazing, Stormy. You just gave me goosebumps. Honestly, you did. Well, Stormy, it's so great to meet you. I'm going to let you talk about your book a little bit more. Paul, did you have anything for her real quick? We're just going to bring Billy on and let him share.
I'm just starstruck right now.
Go ahead. Do what?
I'm just starstruck right now.
Me too. So nice. Oh my gosh.
I've seen her TikToks, and I actually purchased the key, and I'm currently reading it. I haven't got far into it. I'm like on page 40 on the ebook, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Of course, I'm like, who is this girl? And what is she going through? There's like I don't know. It's crazy. I'm like, who is this?
Wow, isn't that cool?
Yeah, I sound kind of nervous because I wasn't actually expecting on talking to her tonight. It was like I've been trying to get her on, and I was like, is she gonna come on? Is she not gonna come on? Like,
well, Stormy, gosh, man, I'm so glad you came on tonight. We are, you know what? We never know who we're going to run into in our lives. You really don't. And I am so blessed that we have this platform to bring all types of people together. I'm just so excited. Thank you so much for being here, Stormy. I'm going to bring Billy back on for just a minute, and then we're going to come back. We're going to play one of Billy's songs, talk to him a minute, and then we'll come right back to you. Okay, Miss Stormy? All right. Let me bring Billy on. All right. Hi, Billy. Can you still hear me okay?
Hi, Carolyn. Yeah,
hi. How you doing out there? And you doing okay?
Hi.
That is awesome. We are really glad for you to be here as well. Does that make sense? I've never used proper English. Paul, get ready to correct me. So, he's always having to correct me. And I've got authors right to my right and my left of the little picture. I feel like the Brady Bunch. You know what? Why not let Jerry, if Jerry's here, Jerry, you want to join us on the screen too? We'll all be on the screen together, and then we really will be the Brady Bunch. I'm bringing you
Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch. So welcome back, Jerry. So now we have everybody. Wait a minute. I thought I was missing somebody. I'm like 5. Okay, that's perfect. So I'm up in the corner. Perfect, because it's Carolyn's corner. That was not planned. That was so not planned, y'all. So guys and gals now, thank you for being here, Stormy. So it's not just guys. I use guys as a term for women, men, boys, girls, just guys. Hey, guys, you ready? You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're from Texas.
I know everything is guys, and y'all ain't gonna believe this. And no, we do not ride around on horses all day. We do not have cows in our yard. Cattle. It's cattle. There's more than one.
I have
Paul
some
has a property, but he still doesn't have a cow. I don't understand why. And he calls himself a Texan. I don't understand. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like Billy to introduce his first song. Let me tell you what song that's going to be, Billy, because Billy doesn't even know the order that I was going to play these in. So I thought, Billy, since I love all 3 of your songs, I thought we would play the video to Shadowed Heart. How does that sound?
Yeah.
You want to tell a Shadowed Heart? You want to tell them a little bit about this song and what inspired you to write this song?
Our wife. It's about giving heart to somebody, no matter the outcome, whatever happens, wholeheartedly. Not worrying about the fall.
Beautiful.
It inspired me to write it. And I think it's one of the best I've ever heard. Well, I would say that my song, but yeah.
I know. Aren't we all like that? We're like, this is the best song ever written. And as long as it touches people's heart and souls, to me, that's what matters. And I want to keep in mind, remind everyone out there watching, listening, we are in no way here to critique anyone's music, poetry, books, anything like that. We don't want to critique. But if there's ever any constructive criticism that you'd like, or you'd like us to help you, if we're able to, of course, we'd be happy to. Right, Jerry?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and by the way, none of this is rehearsed, so they don't know what I'm going to say.
No, this is a very unrehearsed, wonderful.
Yeah, I love it. That's why I like it. It's so just seat of our pants, obviously. I mean, can you tell I have a script? Oh, no, I don't. Okay, Billy. So thank you so much. So your wife influenced this song, and I'm excited to play it. Is everybody ready to hear Billy's first song, A Shadowed Heart? All right. Jerry said we will critique Paul. I think that's
he's already. I don't even know this guy. I don't even know him, and he's already picking on me.
I love it. Everybody
is like part of the crew. I love
a great person. Okay, here we go. Here is Billy's first song, A Shadowed Heart. And this, you had this done at you had the demo. Let me make sure I'm right on this. You had the video done let me make sure I got this right.
You didn't tell me to bring my notes.
I did the video.
Yeah, I did. I have it on my notes. The Nashville Song Service did this video, correct?
No, I did the video.
Oh, not the video. I'm sorry. They recorded
Carolyn,
the song. I'm sorry.
I did the video. Yeah, I had the song done in Nashville Song Service.
Nashville Song Service. So if there's anyone here for the Nashville Song Service, thank you so much for helping fellow songwriters get music to their songs. So here we go. Billy, are you ready for them to see your first song? And I say see here. See it here.
Yes.
Oh, Paul, write that down. Here we go. This is Billy's first song, A Shadowed Heart.
I know it isn't fair to love you this way, knowing the good Lord will take one of us someday. It was love at first sight, and I now welcome the light. I hold nothing back at all, never worrying about the fall. I'll stand tall if one of us gets the call. But I could never love you with a shadowed heart. I gave it all to you from the start. I can never love you with a shadowed heart. The love we share, much deeper than the soul we bear. Two hearts that truly care, something that is very rare. Such a pair from my chest my heart would tear. If your love was no longer there, I hold nothing back at all, never worrying about the fall. I'll stand tall if one of us gets that call. But I could never love you with a shadowed heart. I gave it all to you from the start. I can never love you with a shadowed heart. I know it isn't fair to love you this way, no matter what they say. I can never love you with a shadowed heart, even if one of us is taken and we have to part. I can never love you with a shadowed heart, because I finally found the one who brought the sun.
Oh, Billy. I love that song. I really, really do. It's so beautiful. The lyrics. I know Stormy commented, "Wow, that's a beautiful song." It's so sad though. It's really heartbreaking that you're already thinking about what if I lost you? You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, that's just beautiful. To love someone that deeply and possibly know the thought that you may have to live without them. It brought tears to my eyes. And that was the first one of your songs that I listened to. And I was like, oh my, because that's how I feel about my husband. I think we all feel about it when we finally find that special someone, or even our children or our family. You just feel that, especially after you've lost people that you love. Very, very well done, Billy. Thank you so much for sharing that.
That was nice.
When I first heard it,
I know. I bet when I first heard one of my songs done with the music, it's just amazing because it's like seeing your creation come to life, isn't it, Billy?
Yes. You wouldn't know until you actually do it.
Yes, it's true because it starts out on a piece of paper. And just like with the books, I'm sure I can't even imagine with the books, you're writing them or you're typing them. And then when you see that actual book, oh my gosh, it's such an amazing feeling. Well, I love that song. I think it's so beautiful. Paul, what have you got to add about that song, sir?
No, it's nice. I'm just sitting back going, wow, the video is really cool. I like the beach scene. It was very, very nicely written.
Yes, thank you, Paul.
It's very uplifting too. I mean, I don't know the way it was. Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you, Paul. And Jerry, you want to say something now?
There's Stormy.
Stormy, what would you like to add to that? Anything you'd like, honey?
As a dancer and a performer that has been on stage, like that is a beautiful song that like would be an amazing contemporary number that like I immediately listened to it and thought this would be beautiful on stage. So kudos. Because not everybody can come up with a song that you can do that too. So
that is an amazing compliment, Billy. Thank you so much, Stormy. And Jerry, you want to share your thoughts? I figured that's how we'll just go through and because it touched me. So what do you think, Jerry?
I think I should have wrote that.
Well, you can't. It's too late now, Jerry.
Yeah, that was Lisa in the video, wasn't it?
Yes.
That
was in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, no. Oh, it's so nice. That's one place I've actually been. I haven't been very many places, but it's really pretty there.
And apparently Brett's watching this on the big screen in your living room.
He is. How did you know? He just messaged you. He's watching
middle there.
So,
he goes,
for those of you wondering, just in case
on
you're
my
wondering,
big screen in the living room. That's what he said.
Yeah, you could also go on YouTube and type in Carolyn's Corner. It's easier to find it if you type in Carolyn's Corner Radio. And I like the smart TVs. They're way smarter than I am. That's for sure. And you can find us there and watch us on the big screen. And you can also comment if you have some kind of, I don't know how you would do that, a wireless keyboard, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could, right, Paul?
Yeah.
Paul being the computer guy, I'm asking him.
Sure.
He said sure. He doesn't know.
Like, I don't know.
We can figure it out. We're really good at duct tape and MacGyvering things.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, Billy, stand by for just a moment. We're just going to what do you think, Paul? You want to go back and forth? I don't know if Stormy has to leave a little earlier. Stormy, do you have time to hang out while we listen to some more of Billy's songs? We'd love to have you stay, of course.
A little bit longer, yeah. I can feel the meds kicking in.
Yes, absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and play Billy's another. Do what?
Let's say we might need to go do a quick interview with her before she knocks out.
Yeah, we can do that. Billy, are you okay with standing by so we can talk to Stormy for a minute? Because she took medication. We don't want her going bloop. I have such a low tolerance medication. It would absolutely do that to me. Okay, so Paul, go ahead and let's get to know Miss Stormy. I'm excited to hear about you, Miss Stormy. If Paul is excited to meet you, I know you got to be amazing. So go ahead, Paul. Take it away.
Yeah, Paul, bring it.
No pressure, Paul.
No. Where do you live? I know you don't live in Texas.
No, I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, and I say y'all too.
Oh, see, there you go.
Wait a minute. Now, is the Kansas City, is that the one they wrote the song about, or is that a different? Yeah, I guess so. Is there only one?
Yeah,
That's okay. Kansas City, here I come.
Kansas
That's how
City,
bad my
here I
geography
come.
is, Stormy.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at geography.
Well, good.
Okay, Paul, go ahead. Kansas City,
Right
good to
in the
know.
middle.
Yes, okay,
No,
thank
that's
you,
cool.
thank you.
You know, I watch Stormy's videos on TikTok a lot, and she pops up, and I watch them. I'm like, and she's so uplifting. You know, she has good stuff to say, and of course, the last video I remember watching was just recently. It was the one with the headache thing that you put on your head. I was laughing my butt off.
You were,
Yeah.
We're trying to keep the language down on here. So Paul knew, so that, I mean, it's all right, but you know. By the way, real quick, hi Nicole. I'm trying to make sure we get everybody. Hi Sarah. Let me say hi to everybody real quick.
Yeah.
Hi Jerry. Oh, Jerry's right there. Hi Liliana. What are you doing here? Let me.
You know, I ran into her at my secret job. I guess it's her secret job that we kind of combined, but it's two separate companies that we. Yeah. So I don't know. I ran into her. She. You know, it's funny.
Cool.
Liliana came up to me and she's like, "Hi," and I turn around, I'm like, "Hi," because you don't know me. And I'm like, "You don't remember me?" And I'm looking at her going, "Oh, I know you." She's like, "I don't think you remember me." I'm like, "Yeah."
She was on our radio show.
Coworker's daughter ended up being Liliana, but she looked completely different in uniform and blasted. She's completely different.
Yes. Well, I just got a couple more and then we'll get back to the interview. I don't want to miss anyone because I say this is interactive and I absolutely. So we have H. Nicole Anderson. I call you Nicole. I hope that's right, Nicole. She is another one of the amazing songwriters that is going to be featured on our show very soon. Got her on the list. Oh, it's a long list. It's getting longer every day. We got Donovan Thomas, a great guy, been a supporter of ours since the very beginning, and his lovely wife, Miss Kimmy Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
They've been amazing, haven't they, Paul? They've been amazing since day one. And I think I saw, let me make sure here. Now we have, of course, we have Billy commenting. I love that. That's Billy's wife commenting, I think, because he said, "So proud of you, baby," with a heart.
Hey, and you know what? He could be talking to himself.
Do what?
He could be talking to himself.
Love you, baby. Mwah.
Yeah, he could. Yeah,
sometimes we have to pat ourselves on the back.
You have to.
And I see a new face on here. Welcome to Mr. Leonard Fields. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. I'm so glad that you took the time out of your night. I really am, and I hope you have fun. And another new face, I see Brian Vance. Thank you so much for joining us. And by the way, Nicole Anderson is a new face as well. So everyone that's on, and Leon Nguyen, I probably did not say that right, and I'm so sorry. Everyone that's on tonight, we want you on here every week. We're trying to build the family so we can help support all these local artists, okay? Not local. It's a bad habit. All these amazing artists.
Because when we originally started, it was just local. That's what we were just doing, supporting local talent. Yes. And then Carolyn had this idea at the same time that I did.
It's weird.
By bringing on people from around the country.
Y'all.
The same day we had it. And I was like, you know what? I said, we can bring authors on here too. And then she's like, we can bring other musicians in from all over the country. And then next thing you know, we have people from the UK emailing, wanting to get on the show. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is a whole worldly thing.
Which is so amazing, right?
And we're from little 13,000 population of Bayville, Texas.
I know. They don't understand how little we are here. I wonder how much. Brent, look up the population. I'm talking to him through the video because he's in the living room. I really want to know what the population is of Bayville. Okay, so let me just make sure I got everybody mentioned real quick, and then we're going to continue. Sorry.
Did you get Sarah?
Did I see Sarah? Thank you. Where is she?
Yeah,
Sarah.
By the way, I want to share this. I shared it last night on the radio station, guys. Do y'all remember? Sarah was having a procedure this morning. She was very nervous, and we all were saying prayers for her. I'm happy to report that everything went great and nothing negative was found. Praise God.
Awesome.
That's wonderful. Yay. Sarah, and you're here with us tonight. Now, that's a true supporter. Thank you, Miss Sarah. What a beautiful, beautiful person. Okay, let me just make sure I got everybody. And Nicole Anderson. She said, y'all, I got to talk to her in a minute. It's funny. She's writing a new song and she's adding towns to it. We were already in her song, so now she's added another town. I'm going to talk about her in just a minute. So, Paul, continue with the interview. I could talk all night about other people, too, because it's so exciting.
And I'm sure that you're going to want to kick in here, too, because I'm curious, where did you get the idea for the Sophie Lee series?
Okay, so
I know
Sophie
it's such a common question because I get asked where do you get the ideas for my story, but I don't know.
Right.
Just curious.
Well, Sophie Lee actually was a story that I wrote in the 7th grade. I started it and got thrown away. I had a lot of people tell me that my writing was too ahead of where I was at age-wise, and so a lot of people assumed I plagiarized it, things like that. I have an old soul. I am bipolar. I've been bipolar with ADHD and anxiety my whole life. And the OG storm chaser, my Nana, is the kind of the person that raised me. And so when I started picking it back up because of COVID, because I was doing travel insurance over the phone and getting screamed at like that, was really becoming a dangerous thing for me, and I had to find balance. So my friend suggested starting writing again. And so when I started talking about ideas, I told her about this and she was like, "Oh my God, you have to write this. I would so read this." So I wrote a couple of pages and my friend read it and he was like, "This would be an epic trilogy." And I was like, it's like 3 pages. It's not even a book. Like, what are we talking? And then the trilogy became 5 books and here we are. But the dream realm developed because during COVID, we also found out that my Nana had broken her tailbone and we started to see the Alzheimer's and stuff, but she actually had vascular dementia. And so it's the worst kind of dementia you can have, which means eventually she would have had a stroke or a heart attack. And what happened was that she was really getting worse very quickly. And so I wasn't ready to get rid of my biggest fan because this was the woman that even when I wrote my first book about escaping my abusive marriage, every time I wrote a book, she was like, "I get a copy, right? And you're going to autograph it, right?" And like, she just was my world's biggest fan. And she was the person that always made sure she told me how proud of me she was, no matter what I did. And the fact that she loved me no matter what, how crazy I got, how emotional I got. And so it was really hard for me to have to deal with the fact that I would have to tell her goodbye. So I developed this dream realm where there's a psychopath killing all of Sophie's people that she absolutely loves. And I still wanted her to be able to communicate. So the dream realm allows them to still be able to talk back and forth. There's a door that she opens and it gives them a safe space to be able to still communicate kind of like they're in real life. And so that's how that happened. And then in the key, I thought one and done, but then she started getting worse. And we found out we didn't have the months we had. We had days because they put her in hospice.
Oh.
And we thought we had 6 months. And then hospice came and they said, "No, you have days." And we were like, "What?" And so she actually died Monday after Mother's Day, and the Protector launched that Friday. So it was very bittersweet. But I was writing Dead Draw. And so, yeah, the dream realm just grew and it had rules and a council of death and all this other stuff as I was learning to have to deal. But there was a part where the psychopath was going to be loose in the dream realm trying to control Sophie because he wanted her to control the living and the dead. And I was really having trouble trying to figure out how I could lock him out. And right after she passed, I was worried about because she'd been staying with my parents the whole time. And right after she passed, my parents went to the funeral home and the door was closed. And I just assumed that if I went in cold and just smelled like death, but it was very warm. And I sat in the rocking chair that was by the window. And for the first time, because when I see my books, they play like a movie kind of in front of my eyes and stuff. And so, yes, I'm one of those. So the scene played out, and it was like the perfect answer for that, that a grandmother's love would save Sophie. And it saved the story. And then I swear at the very end, she was like, all right, get to work. So I even have people tell me that my writing really changed along the way as I was writing each book. And I didn't notice it because I was just writing. And then as I was telling them what was happening, they were like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. And so that was kind of exciting. And now it's just, I really let loose, and I just really let it write itself. And so it was only supposed to be a trilogy, but it was one of those things. I was in the shower washing my hair, and it was one of those, oh crud, I'm not done yet. So now it's a saga. And we at least have 5.
Yeah, I know. I've been there. I know what you're talking about.
Right?
So it just came to you while you were washing your hair, just out of the blue, like, oh, here.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's
Inspiration
really,
strikes.
yeah. And so I'm just not done with the story. I'm not done with Sophie, and I'm not done to close up the dream realm because Nana's not done telling her side of the story either.
That is incredible, Stormy.
That's very, very in-depth reason why you wrote the books.
Yeah, I wish we would have been in contact with you earlier, because I don't have a picture of your books or anything like that, like I would like to put on the screen. So we're definitely not done with you. I want you to come back if you can. Tell us the name of your books again. I've been trying to put them on here, but I don't know what they are. Chasing Stormy is one of them.
No.
Oh, that's my company. Chasing Stormy. And it's Stormy with an I, so shame on you, Paul.
I did it wrong. Okay, I got it. Stormy. Chasing Stormy is the name of your company. Okay, I got that.
Yeah, Stormy with an I.
Okay.
Let's see if I can.
I can't see it.
So the key is the first book. The Protector is the Protector.
If they go to find your books, they can look for it under Chasing Stormy.
Actually, if you just type in Stormy Lewis, you'll be able to find them. They are on Amazon, and they're in Barnes & Noble online.
Nice. Oh my gosh, you must be so proud of yourself.
I am, because I went a long time, and I waited until I was 40 to say, you know what? This was a childhood dream, and I'm tired of making other people's dreams come true. It's my turn. So
amen to that, Stormy. Oh my gosh. That's how I feel to a certain extent. I think all of us that are on here do, because as you get older, you realize, gosh, I've been putting this off my whole life. It's time I did it, and that's why we're here tonight. That's why all of us are here tonight, because I finally said, I'm going to do it. And I didn't know that it was going to lead to all of this, but we don't know what's in store for us, Stormy.
It's funny.
Beautiful.
There's a lot of things. I mean, I grew up being bipolar, and that actually forced me to have a people-pleasing, not habit, but addiction.
Yes.
And that led me to being in not one, but 2 very abusive marriages. And when I got into the second one, that really wasn't just emotional, but physical, and he was military, then I really wanted to break that habit, which is why I developed Chasing Stormy in the first place. I made the blog because I really wanted to show women that we would be okay if we walked away from situations like that. And that's why I wrote the first book, Surviving the Storm. And I was doing weird things like getting on Groupon and just trying random things. So I go to class, and they were like, come to Belize with us. And I got on a plane and showed up. Yeah. So, it gets better. I showed up. She didn't tell me it was a couples trip. And I showed up.
Nice.
So I was like, what's up, peeps?
Oh my gosh, aren't you a brave soul? Well, because you got to that point in your life where you're like, I'm tired of being afraid and scared.
you know what, though? She told them about the blog. And so every time I turned around, they were like, you got to do this for the blog. And I was like, I don't think I need to eat a termite. But I did. And it's minty fresh as long as you don't think about it. But like, I'm afraid of heights. No. And I bear crawled and butt scooted like a kid down the tallest Himalayan temple. I almost drowned as a kid. And so I don't like water on my face in the shower. And I went snorkeling. Like,
you just did everything. So where can they find your blog? Where is your whoops, hold on, let me see if I can figure it.
Yeah, so my everything is chasingstormy.rocks.
Okay, let me write that down.
Not .com, just .rocks.
.rocks. How cute.
Yeah.
I like that name. Aren't you amazing? So my gosh, you just had this .rocks. I'm trying to write it here. I can't see.
That's me.
I want to put .com, .rocks. I like it.
.rocks. I just like to inspire people, no matter what their dream, to understand that everybody has a story and they just need to share it, because whether you're a songwriter or you're an author, like, there's people that are dying to be inspired by what you have to say. And yeah. So,
oh my gosh,
we all learn from each other, and
that is beautiful, Stormy.
It's amazing.
That's amazing.
It's funny. It's funny whenever you're telling your story about how it's turned into 1 book, 2 books, now it's 3, 4, now it's gonna be 5 books. The story, the series that I'm working on called Fairydom. I'm not sure if you've seen it or not, but anyway,
it's really good, Stormy. You should check it out.
And
it's on my TBR.
I love it.
So it was funny because when I first wrote it, I started writing it 20 years ago, and I just recently decided, my wife, and I put that in the book, is like, my wife finally said, why are you, because I write a lot, she said, why are you writing if you don't do anything with it? Yes. So I decided to go ahead and learn how to self-publish, because I didn't want to go through a publishing company and all that. So I did self-publishing, and it kind of blew up from there. And then I decided to take that one novel, which is going to be into like 400 pages long. I separated into 3 parts because it was just going to be long, and I didn't want to cut anything out because it was just a lot of details that I thought that the story needed. And it's funny, as I wrote it, all of a sudden I got more ideas. I'm like, oh man, I got to write this now. Oh, I got another idea. So I have like 6 or 7 books ideas into this thing, and I'm just like, oh my Lord, what have I done myself?
Well, and I don't know if you've seen any of the Book Talk Victims. Joshua Price made a joke. Well, he made a video about how many books on your TBR versus how many you've read. And I made the joke of, oh my God, I know who I'm going to take out in my next book, because you don't ask people that question. That's like asking a woman their age. You just don't do it. Like,
so you don't ask somebody how many books are on you. And I like, is that the TBR? I've never heard that. So I already figured it out. I think.
Read. Yeah. Oh yeah. They're big on their QB read. And so that was my joke. But then he said, oh my goodness, yes, I would love to be murdered in your book. Well, then that opened Pandora's box. And now I have so many people emailing me applications. And all these people are applying to be massacred in my book. And it has become a phenomenon.
Well, Stormy, you know, that's when you know you've made it as an author, I bet. I bet you're like, what?
Well, then they started
I want to ask you a question real quick before I forget, because I've got a very bad memory. Do you self-publish too, or do you have a publisher?
I do self-publish.
Wow, that's so amazing. So y'all have so much in common. I think that's so great. Oh my, and I think it's crazy how I just have to say this because I'm not an author. So, I mean, when I write a song or I come up with lyrics, I don't know if Jerry and Billy maybe can, say the same thing. I'm not sure. But when I'm writing, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I just hear it. I hear how it's going to sound in my head. But for me, I don't play instruments. So it's a big issue for me. But I can still hear it. I'm like, this is how it should sound. If y'all see like a video playing out. I think that's so amazing. Both of you do. So it's a certain part of your brain. We've been talking about that a lot because certain people don't have that ability. So what about you, Billy? When you write a song, do you hear it in your head, like how you think it's going to sound, the melody?
sometimes I have no idea where it's going.
Right, absolutely. Well, it's not all the time, is it? What about you, Jerry? What is your experience with that?
No,
It's kind of a right brain, left brain thing. I always like to say we create with our right brain and we edit with our left brain. You know, because the left brain is more analytical side versus the right brain is the more creative side. But yeah, to me, as far as songs go, the ones I have written that I feel are the best are the ones that were inspired by something and they just flowed. They just kind of came out. Now I did a lot of editing. I'm not going to say I didn't edit afterwards, but there was, I mean, it was, you know, just as fast as I can get it down, it was coming, you know, grab the guitar, start playing, getting it down. The ones that aren't as good, but they're okay, are the ones that is kind of like right on demand, you know, so.
Right.
Okay. So that they always ask us if we plot out our stories. I can't do that. Okay.
Nope.
So like, I'm
We've
always
talked about that.
This is where we're going now. Okay. So writers, do you guys do that with songs? Do you figure out how, or do you just go with it like we do?
Okay, what you're asking, in fact, we talked about this a little bit last week with Paul, is Paul and you sound like you're growers. So you have a seed planted and you're not sure what that plant's going to look like when it comes out, right?
No.
And once it comes out, you're going to do some trimming, you know, because we got to prune our trees. You're going to do some, which is editing. But there's also the writers that are the builders. I like to call them the builders. They have to have that blueprint laid out from start to finish. And I have tried to be a builder. I'm not a very good builder. I'm more of a planter, you know. So
I'm
more of a grower. I'm a grower more than I am a planter, but I can plant if needed. I mean, I can build if needed, you know, lay it out. And I'm learning to do that more effectively. Doing co-writes is helping to do that. But I have been in co-writes with some amazing people. Like, yeah, I think I was telling Carolyn, I was in a co-write with Joy Dame and Christoria, Crystal Hot. Anyway, Joy Dame was amazing. By the time I wrote a line, she's completed a whole verse. I mean, she's just going, you know. I'm trying to get the brain cranking and get into that creative process. It's just pouring out of her. And I was just like, okay, well, I contributed this much to the whole this whole verse here. And I'd write something and she would go, oh, I like that idea. Boom, she done laid it out. You know, it's just like, oh my gosh, I can't even type that fast, you know, much less. So she's getting it going.
Yeah.
I
always wondered that about you guys because I know they always ask us that question. Do you plot it? Do you plant it? Whatever. But yeah.
No,
so I don't either. Say I'm a grower. I'm not a builder. So.
I like that. I'm a grower. I'm using your terminology
now. There's going to be a TikTok video that says I'm a grower, not a builder.
I'm a grower.
I'm expecting to see that video.
I love that. So I think I'm more of a grower too, because the grower. Oh yeah, I'd have to be a grower.
You know, what's funny is that being a grower or builder is I try to plot and I try to outline.
Yes,
I can't do it because I don't know what the characters are going to do. So how am I know what direction is the story going to go? I have no idea. I wrote a whole story a few years ago called Shadows of Time. It's going to be like a 500-page novel that I'm hoping I can release this year. And I did the same thing. I literally started with an idea that my son had a watch on his hand, or he wanted to put the watch on his ankle. And it took off from that idea and it just grew. And I just started writing one day. It took me 4 months to write 500 pages. And I was just going. I wrote the whole book.
That's a lot.
And now I'm editing it.
One page of a song in 4 months sometimes.
And I won't tell you, I usually write like a book in a month.
Oh, wow. Lord. Nah, I can't do that.
Well, because you got it probably all in your head and it just comes out.
Oh, right? Look who's here.
So y'all should. I've got an idea. Hey, who's that?
This is my
Ashley,
wife.
I can't see.
That's
Oh, it's
Stormy.
Crystal. I can't see who it is. Hi, Crystal.
Wait,
Hello.
and we got
He's
Jerry.
in his
We
little
got
sound
Bill.
room. Paul built a sound room so we could start working. I say we because I get to be a character, hopefully. He's going to start doing an audio book, and I'm so excited because I've always wanted to do stuff like that. It'd be so much fun. Crystal, how are you doing?
We're doing an all-cast audiobook.
Oh, I love it. So this is Paul's lovely wife, Crystal, right behind him there. He's in his little sound booth. It's in his room. It's pretty cool. I love it. Crystal, you doing okay tonight, honey?
Yeah, cooking dinner.
Good. So I just saw Melba on here. Melba, I just got to say this before I forget. Melba, your shirt is ready. I keep forgetting. It is ready, Melba. I'll bring it Saturday, if not before you want to get it. Right, Crystal?
Yes.
Thanks to
Yes.
Crystal.
So Crystal
doing a
is
great job.
the shirt person, the cup person, the koozie person, she's
Cake
the
cupcake person,
she's the
cookie person.
she's the merchandiser.
She's amazing. Let me tell you, she is making some amazing stuff for us. We had another friend of ours, Jennifer, helping us, and she started school, and I'm so proud of her. She's for advancing her education. So she doesn't have time to do it. And Crystal, I asked Crystal, and thank God she said yes. I was like, oh, thank you so
Those
much.
masks were super cute. I was like,
I know. Very, very cute. We've got some more. She's coming up with some more merchandise. I can't wait to get it out and show you guys. Yes. So hold on just 1 second. Let me make sure. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I think that is so interesting about the grower and all that. That's good. Go ahead and finish your conversation. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, we're good.
And welcome John E. Vance, northwest of Houston. Listening in for the first time. Thank you so much for joining us on Carolyn's Corner. Yes. So remember, I got to say this, Stormy. I hate to interrupt. I'm bad about it though.
Don't listen to her. She's an interrupter. We do the radio show and she interrupts me all the time. I have a bruise.
Different. Paul doesn't count. I interrupt. He does count.
I have a bruise on my arm because I was talking. She's like,
Paul, she's talking.
Guys, it's very, very important. Stormy, remember, tell all of your friends because this is going to be every week. Yeah. As my saying goes, good Lord Wheeling and the creek don't rise. And my other co-host at the radio show said, don't say that because we had a flood here in Beeville after I said that. I was like, oh, that was just a coincidence. So make sure y'all share, and come back.
Oh, yeah.
And share, and come back.
This is
Bring your friends. Yes, we're having a blast. Please continue with talking about your book.
Yeah, no. It's,
and Billy, do you have anything to add about the books? I know Billy's like, when you're going to play my music? We're going to get to it in a few minutes.
Yeah. Billy's music, I'm telling you, I'm super excited for you.
Me too. Me too. It's so.
Thank you.
We saw there's somebody, Sean. Where's Sean? Let me see. Hello, Sean. How are you?
Sean.
Or is that Sane? Sean. I think it's Sean.
It's Sean.
It's usually Sean.
Yes, be on here on Wednesday night. That sounds great. That sounds really, really great. Are you an author, Sean? Let me just find out. Or do you?
No. He's a musician, songwriter. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out.
I can see the guitar in the picture.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, y'all, I can't even see. Do y'all know how little these little people? How do y'all see that? I can barely see it. Now I see it. Oh, he's got a cowboy hat and a guitar. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. We definitely want you. Sean, when you get a chance, if you haven't already, send me a message in Carolyn's Corner on Carolyn's Corner Messenger.
I'm sorry, Carolyn.
I want to add you to the list. We have to have you on the list because I'm turning into this organization person thanks to Jerry. I even took notes.
Yeah. That's okay.
Too. It's good.
Yes.
I had got to get a separate notebook because what Carolyn's not really telling everybody, she's just bragging about me. Oh, Jerry's been such an inspiration, really helping out. What she really has is somebody taking notes for her. That's what I'm doing.
No. A glorified note taker.
Oh my gosh. Well, if y'all didn't get a chance, y'all got to go back to our Facebook and watch the radio show from Monday night. I went back and stayed up till 3 a.m. watching that last night. And to me, it was hilarious. I'm not even kidding. I was laughing so hard. Brett's in bed. I'm surprised I didn't wake him up. I had tears run down my face again because it was just all spontaneous. I dropped Paul's candy bar. I was coming up with some great jokes. And we have so much fun interacting. Crystal joined us. Oh my gosh, y'all got it. Please go back and watch it and tell me if I'm wrong. I probably am wrong. I've been wrong a lot. Kyle, thank you. Kyle said it was a great show. I laughed so hard.
Anytime.
Okay, I gotta stop talking. I'm turning off my mic. Paul,
You see what I
continue.
mean? Look at that.
Stormy, continue. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. Here we go.
Hey, no, what I want to know is when does the hike start? Because I got you bet for 16 hours. And from
I
what
had
I'm
to turn my
seeing,
mic back on.
you're sitting on your butt in the booth right now.
I gave him 90 hours.
So Stormy, just to kind of fill you in here. I'm not an outdoorsy person. I like in my air conditioned computer stuff. And yeah, and
you gotta watch the show.
A friend of mine from work decided that he wanted to go hiking, and I said, sure, I'm in. It's a 5-day hike, 96 miles on the Lone Star Trail. Mind you, if you go back and you watch some of these shows, you'll find out I've caught myself on fire. I've fallen out of a tree. I've had a tree falling on me when I was cutting it down. I'm very prone to accidents whenever it involves tools and outdoors.
I've seen your videos. I already know.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So Crystal came up with the idea. Let's do like a pot and see, and we're going to literally pick numbers. Everybody, how many hours was it all together, Crystal? I forgot, 100 and something. I don't even know more than that.
They said 120, but I think when I recalculated on the exact times that he's going to be out there, I want to say it's around 85 to 86.
Okay, well, I'm going to be at the high end because I gave him 90 hours just to be very generous. Because at first I said 6, then I was like, okay, 12. Okay, I'm going to have faith in you, Paul. So I gave you 90, I think. So everybody that was watching.
We're starting on Tuesday night, and then I'm getting picked up on Saturday morning. And I will be doing the podcast live. I'm hoping if we have signal from the forest. So if everybody needs to watch this and see how burly man I can be.
They're going to have to take him to the top of the mountain so he can get a signal.
Okay, but it's not like Naked and Afraid. You're
no.
Exactly what
I'm too modest for that.
Stormy, you belong in this group. Let me tell you, because I literally said the same thing. Is it like Naked and Afraid? Well, Stormy, y'all, all of you, Paul had to buy all this equipment. I was laughing so hard about the trekking poles because you don't want to have any blood in your hands when you're walking. It's hilarious. So go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But it's funny is that whenever my friend was talking about this and he was going over the stuff that we need, my wife is in the bed listening to this conversation, and I didn't know that she was on Amazon going, look this up. Oh, look, there it is. Oh, look, there it is. Next thing I know, a few days later, I get a package in the mail with her name on it. She goes, oh, that's yours. I open it up. It's a 60-liter backpack. I'm like, okay.
I know. Now that's a great wife for you there.
Oh, I know. And then next thing I know, I have a headlamp coming in, and then I have trekking poles coming in, and then they're talking about I got a hammock in. I got 11-foot hammock now. I got to learn how to build in the next week or so. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm afraid I'm going to fall on my face.
And then Crystal we finally decided that maybe we think that it may be just Crystal just trying to get rid of him because he does have insurance.
She's preparing me for being homeless. I think that's the conclusion I've come up with.
So you know what we're going to do real quick? Let me go back to Billy. Let's play one of Billy's songs. Because so hang out just a minute. Guys, when we get going, oh my gosh, I could sit here and laugh all night with y'all, and I will. I would stay up all night if I could, just like the radio show. I have to
tap out. So
you got to tap out, Stormy.
I do.
Brett, listen to me. Paul, is there anything else you wanted to ask?
No, because I already know. I've watched some of her videos. I know she's had a migraine for like a week or longer or whatever.
5.
5
God.
weeks.
Well, Stormy, keep in touch with us, please. We'd love to have you back anytime. Okay.
Oh yeah. And I would love to catch up with you offline too, because you're a very interesting person to talk to, and I
absolutely we enjoyed having you so much.
Like she's trying to get rid of you because I've been watching a lot of these murder shows for my book.
Me too. We do.
It sounds very familiar. So
yes, it does. My husband keeps watching.
You know, okay.
Yeah. My husband watches them constantly, and I said,
I'll write a book about it.
It worries me.
You have to survive to write a book.
Yeah,
yes, absolutely. Stormy, thank you so much for joining us. Guys, we appreciate it.
For having me.
I'll be back. I hope you had fun. Yes, thank you so much. Keep writing those beautiful stories. Good night, Stormy.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, ladies, gentlemen, welcome. That was Miss Stormy Lewis. What a beautiful day. Beautiful lady. I can't even talk. Stormy Lewis. So you can find her information at chasingstormy.rocks, which is a cool site. It sounds so
I'm a
cool.
tech guy, and I had no
Yeah.
clue you can put .rocks on the end of a webpage.
I didn't either. I thought you had to put .com or .net. I was thinking the same thing.
.com,
I thought it was
.net,
just me.
.gov, .edu,
Yeah.
.tv,
Yes.
something else. But anyway, that's all. I didn't know they had.
Wow,
.rocks.
I can't believe that you did not know that. And just real quick, you can, if you want to find her books, which I know you do because they sound so good. If Paul's reading them, they got to be good. You can go on Amazon or Barnes and Noble and look her up by Stormy Lewis. That's STORMI Lewis. And or you can go to chasingstormy.rocks. Man, what a great guest. What a great guest. So, folks, that brings us back to our little studio here. We're at the Brady Bunch again. I feel like the Brady Bunch. I don't know if y'all do, but I sure do. So we have Billy right now is still with us, Mr. Billy Fleming. Poor Billy hadn't got to get a word in edgewise. Billy, are you ready for us to play your next song? I see you. Hey, it's Carolyn's Corner.
Yeah.
You're in the perfect spot. Hey, we're all in our own little what would you call it? Corner, whatever. So let me show you what song or tell you what song I've picked to play next. Let me get on here and find it. Where did it go? All right. So I thought I would play. We have 3 songs of yours that we're going to play tonight. So I thought I would play Can't Be Found. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that song and what inspired you to write it? What's so funny? Oh yeah, there's a funny joke. We had trouble. Let me tell him, Billy. I know why Jerry's laughing. We kept trying to download this song. Billy kept trying to send it to me. It would not download. I could not get it. And I finally said, Billy, why did you name the song Can't Be Found? I can't find it to download.
Oh my! Is this what you're talking about? Oh,
yes. And I didn't even register when Jerry put on there Can't Be Found. I'm like, what can't be found? Oh my God. And I swear most of this is gray. Most of it is not blonde. Okay.
So
really.
So what I did was I actually compared that to the Abbott and Lou Costello's Who's on Third. And
it was so funny, for real. Go back and watch.
If you know who Abbott and Lou Costello is, I mean.
Yes, I absolutely do. Who's on Third? Oh my God. It was so funny.
Jerry,
So,
what's the name of that song? Can't Be Found. What can't be found?
Yes, I like that. So, Billy, tell us a little bit about the song and what inspired you to write this song.
Well, Lisa.
Lisa, your wife inspired you?
Yeah, I couldn't find a word to tell her how much I love her. You know, I just couldn't find a word to say how much I love you.
Aw, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. So that's basically what it is. Your wife, Lisa, inspired it, and you couldn't find the words to tell her how much you love her. So this is your way of expressing it, right, Billy? Can't Be Found. Perfect.
Nashville Song Service did a great job on these 3 songs.
Yes, I agree. They really, really did. So we have Bobby Dye on here. He said, Billy is my cousin. I am super proud of him. As are we, Bobby. As are we. Thank you for tuning in and supporting me.
Bobby.
Yes, isn't that so cool, Billy? So let me see if there's anybody else real quick before we play the song.
He's telling himself that he loves him.
Wait a minute. No. Oh, it does look like you're telling yourself you love you. I love you, baby. I think that might be his wife. I hope so.
I'm sure it's his wife. You know me. I got to joke around.
That's how we support each other. We got to encourage ourselves. You can do this. Yes, you can do it all the time. All the time. Well, thank you for joining us, Bobby Dye. I don't know if you, Bobby, I'm just going to call you Bobby. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to everyone who's here. So let's, without further ado, I do believe that it's time to play Can't Be Found by Billy Fleming. Here we go.
Can you find it?
Thank you.
I write you poems and songs every day, trying to express the words I want to say, wanting to show you how much you mean, that you're loved with every ounce of my being. From my heart and soul, these things you should know. All these songs and poems that rhyme, the real words escape me and I can't find. All the songs I've sung, all the words that flow from my tongue, can't hold a candle to the love you brung. My love for you can't be sung or written down. It comes from much deeper than that. Those words can't be found. I pour out my heart on paper with this pen, but the words I seek I can't find again. I pick up this guitar and sing you a song, so you know my love for you is strong. But it don't sound like it should. If I could play my heart and sing my soul, you know I would. The love I bring can't be plucked on a string. At these words I cling, but don't sound the same when I sing. All the songs I've sung, all the words that flow from my tongue, can't hold a candle to the love you brung. My love for you can't be sung or written down. It comes from much deeper than that. Those words can't be found. All the songs I've sung, all the words that flow from my tongue, can't hold a candle to the love you brung. My love for you can't be sung or written down. It comes from much deeper than that. Those words can't be found. It comes from much deeper than that. Those words can't be found.
That video's over. Right there. He wrote
All
it.
right, welcome
So I have
back.
to say something real fast, just real fast,
Yes.
because I'm laughing.
Okay,
song's
I saw you
amazing.
laughing.
Okay, so the song's amazing, and the reason why I'm laughing is because I'm over here listening to it, and I hear the song outside of my audio booth.
Oh,
And I'm like, what is that? My little one here is humming the song on the bed.
wow, Billy. Did you hear that? You know a song's got a good beat and a good sound when a 7-year-old is humming along to it. That is so great. So let me go through real quick and share some of these comments regarding that. If I can get over here, let me see what's going on. Hold on. Okay. So we have Billy is my cousin. I'm super proud of him. That's from Bobby Dye. Or I believe that's right.
John Honecker?
Yes.
Said, we love you, Dad.
Oh, yes. I saw that. We love you, Dad. That is so nice. Hi, Billy Fleming. We love you, Dad, by John Moniker. Oh, nice. Nicole Anderson said nice. She's one of our fellow songwriters. Sean Dickery said cool. Melba Schaefer, one of our regular viewers, so amazing. She said awesome song. Nicole said we found it. Nicole, you are funny. I can't wait to have you on the show. And Leonard Field said, yeah, love my cousin Billy too, and proud of him. And then Billy Fleming gave a little cool little emoji with its tongue sticking out and an eyeball poking out. I don't know what that emoji is called. And I love you, baby. You're getting some great feedback from your songs, Billy. Thank you so much. Paul, what do you think about that song?
No, I went out there and told I'll tell Crystal, I'm like, because she's out there eating, so she didn't have a chance to. I was like, we have to go back and rewatch this because it was a awesome song. And I would love to sing that song in karaoke.
Billy, did you hear that?
It's one of those
songs where you could sing to your wife.
Yeah, and you can sing to her. You know, it's a little. Oh, that's all. It was awesome because I hear it, and it's like a country song that you just. It's like a love song. Yeah, I don't know.
So let me see if I get this right. So Paul wants to sing Billy's song.
Here we go.
At karaoke to try to maybe influence Crystal a little bit.
You got to take
I'm always trying to influence her. She's hard.
He's always trying to influence her. Well, you know what? That's a sign of a good song, Billy. That is really. And you can make that song into if you ever wanted to, into a karaoke video quick if you had just the music. I can show you how to do it. I actually learned, and I didn't do a very good job, but at least I learned. What about you, Bradley? What do you got to add about that song?
Hey, I
did it again.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, I was in the military. In fact, I wrote a book, not a book to publish, but a book to hand out to my kids when I retired from the military. And the title of it was, I Finally Got My Name Back. Because, that was
nice. Perfect. And I did it again. I called you Bradley. Yes.
That's all right. But Billy, no, you're obviously a wonderful husband because you're always talking about how much you love your wife, and your songs certainly express that. But you know what? I think your wife's a pretty good wife too, because now this is the second video I've seen her in.
Yeah.
My wife would kill me. Straight up. She's like, honey, I'm going to take a video of you. No, you're not.
Absolutely. I agree with that, Jerry. I agree with that. She's like, I got you. Now, that's a supportive spouse. That's amazing, Billy. And I just saw Nicole put on here, H. Nicole. She put on there, great production, great vocal, well-written, nice melody. I'm going to put that on the screen. Thank you so much, Nicole, for those sweet, kind comments. Billy, we're loving those songs. Are you ready to play your last song, Billy? Well, it's not your last song, but you have three.
It's Another Mile.
Another Mile, absolutely right.
Another Mile.
And
it's like
I really like it.
Go ahead. It's like, God, if you're taking me right now, I got to have one favor, another mile.
I love it. So,
my
ladies and gentlemen, are y'all?
My wife.
That's great.
It's like a whole sentence, like, I can't be found. Only another mile.
Yeah. You know what? That's true. And they could almost go together as one story. Paul, you're going to make a book about it now. You have too many
ideas I have running up here right now.
Yes. So, guys and gals, let me go to the comments. Is everyone ready to how sweet. Oh, welcome back, Liliana. Is everybody ready to hear Another Mile, another great song by Billy? Everybody ready? Because we're about to play it. Are you ready, Billy?
Yes.
I keep forgetting there's a bit of a delay, apparently, because my voice, this is so amazing.
I'm sorry about that. I got bad connection.
No. I figure it's because of where I am. We're in Texas, and my little voice is traveling through the air somehow. I don't know how it works. All the way to Virginia. I just keep picturing that. I'm so weird. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here is Billy's third song, Another Mile. We'll be right back.
If my time has come and my running is done, my Lord and Savior, do me one favor. I need another mile. So many things left to do and see. And if you're asking me, here's where I need to be. Another mile of singing in the car, I hope that's not too far. Another mile with sand beneath my toes, fishing that stream as the river flows. Another mile chasing grandkids as they play. Another mile you lead in the way. So many things left to do and see. And if you're asking me, here's where I need to be. Please God, give me another mile to look at my girl and just smile. Another mile of running those ridges, fishing off all those bridges, driving them dirt roads in my old ride. Another mile, my baby by my side. So many things left to do and see. And if you're asking me, here's where I need to be. Another mile of singing in the car, I hope that's not too far. Another mile with sand beneath my toes, fishing that stream Another mile you lead in the way. So many things left to do and see. And if you're asking me, here's where I need to be. Please, God, give me another mile to look at my girl and just smile. Another mile of singing in the car. I hope that's not too far. Another mile with sand beneath my toes, fishing that stream as the river flows. Another mile chasing grandkids as they play. Another mile you lead in the way. So many things left to do and see. And if you're asking me, here's where I need to be. Please, God, give me another mile to look at my girl and just smile. Please, God, give me another mile to look at my girl and just smile.
Wow. I don't know why it cut off the end. I'm sorry about that. I think we lost Paul. Uh-oh. No, I'm sure he'll be right back. Billy, I love that song. I love how upbeat it is. It paints a beautiful picture, and that's exactly how all of us should be. I just want another mile to do all these wonderful things. And I like the part you added about the grandkids. And I love the fact it's got a great rhythm, I think. And I love the fact, again, that your wife is joining you on the video. So let me go over some of the comments real quick. So
3 for 3.
Sean said, let her rip, Tater Chip. I like that saying, Sean. I may have to borrow that one. That's bad. And you have Melba and Kimmy with little, and Kimmy again, dancing their little cartoon emojis, just dancing. And Jerry says, "Rocket Kimmy Thomas." I love it.
Hey! You know what you see? I've been jumping back to your Facebook.
I see that. Oh, okay. I haven't.
Yeah, you can't see your Facebook, you know, because we got this 4-way split screen. So I've been jumping back and forth. Kimmy was just nailing the hearts, going.
Really?
Whoa! Yes. I mean, it was just hearts and hearts and hearts. And she put up these little emojis, but they were dancing. The emojis were.
How cool, Kimmy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I didn't even think about looking at my Facebook while we're doing this. Usually I do, but I've been so focused. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jerry, for keeping an eye on that. Kimmy, thank you so much. So Nicole said, another great production. Sean says, great message, Billy. I agree. My Kimmy gave you a 10. I like that. She held up a 10 with a little dude. It's pretty cool. Rock on from Nicole. My husband did too. My husband gave you a 10. He's in the living room, by the way. Thank you, Brett. Wait, can't see my thumb, but thank you, Brett.
Thank you.
Let's see. Oh, I like that. Oh, now this is pretty cool to me. My husband put a little emoji that has a hand holding a heart. I love that. Thank you so much.
I am so blind. I can't even see that.
I know. That's why I'm going over them too. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this one up here. Let me see if it'll let me. It won't let me put it up there, Brett. I'm sorry. It's not words. Oh, let me try one. Nope. It will only let me put words up there. Gosh darn, that's too bad. So, Paul, tell me your take on that song. Another Mile.
I was dancing in here. And I was listening when I left. I had to go take a break real fast. But yeah, I was dancing.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. What about you, Jerry? What was your take on that?
He had me. Yeah, he had me dancing in my chair. I mean, I was like, you know, should I step away? You know, oh, they can't see me. It's all good, you know.
I loved it. I thought it was great. That's a great song. I can hear that in a country dance hall. I really can.
Oh,
I love it. Yeah. I used to go to country dances way back.
Grandkids love.
Yes. You know what you should do? Just a thought. Next time, how old are your grandbabies?
Like 4, 8, and 3, 2.
That's such a great age.
And one on the way.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. Well, you know what you should try to do? This is just a suggestion. The next song you have done at the studio and you get it back, try to make a video with them playing on the beach or running. I just think, because to me, kids are just, they just bring so much joy to life. You know what I mean? And especially if it's it depends on the song, of course. But I love it. I thought it was so well written. So Billy, I understand you may have something else you'd like to share with us. Is that correct?
Yes. My 3 books. Snake Doctor and Butterfly series.
Okay, thank you. And I'm going to pull up a picture of those while you're doing. Let me just put the picture up real quick. It's going to block your. That is The Snake Doctor
Okay.
and Butterfly series, The Story by Billy Fleming. Okay, go ahead, Billy, and tell them about the other ones that you have there.
The other two are Snake Doctor and Butterfly Dreams, Doctor and Butterfly Whispers. They're the two books of poems that I've written.
So I'm curious because I haven't had a chance to read them. I'm sorry. I really haven't.
Story. That's my life story.
Right?
Oh, it's a story. I've lived a crazy life. I was in a dark time. I was in an awesome dark time there for a long time. Did a lot of stupid things. It's full of crazy adventures. Got the whole story. Me and Lisa met 10, boyfriend and girlfriend, lived across the creek.
Wow!
She showed me how to catch crawdads. And
now, is that not a true country story right there?
That is a song. Where's your crawdad song? That is so awesome.
We used to play on the tire swing, and I carved her initials in the tree, which they're still there now on her property. But I had to move away, and we didn't see each other for like 36 years. And we got back together like 6-7 years ago.
Oh my God, no wonder you put her in all your videos. She's the love of your life and you lost her for so long. Wow. Well, she's a beautiful lady.
First, she'll be my last.
Yes. Oh, that's so awesome. You hear of that. You hear when somebody has literally been I know somebody that happened to. They were married to other people 30 years down the road. They were high school sweethearts in this case, 30 years down the road. And they ended up, both of their spouses, one of them got divorced, one of them was deceased. They ended up finding each other after 30 something years and getting remarried. And I thought, and they are just madly, they always were in love. They never stopped loving each other. That's I'm surprised you haven't written a song about that, about the crawdad fishing. I think that's your next song if you haven't already written it. That's just my opinion.
It's the poems in the books.
Nice. That's so great.
You'll understand if you read. If you get to read them, you'll understand it. All of it.
Yes. So they're on Amazon. They're on Amazon, right, Billy?
Story of my life. Yes, they're on Amazon.com. Any online place you can get them. Even Walmart.com's got them. Books and Noble, Barnes and Noble.
Wow.
Books a Million. Anywhere online. Amazon.com.
Very good. I know you got to be so proud of yourself. It's a big deal. So you're going to read us a little page of one of them? Go ahead, whenever you're ready, Billy.
Oh, yes. Now this poem. No, wrong one.
All right.
This one's called Eternity.
Okay, hold on just a second. Hold on. We got to say bye to Nicole because she's got an open mic she's got to go to. Nicole, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you on Wednesday. No, we will see you on Monday on the radio show, I hope, and then see you on Wednesday. Every Monday and Wednesday, 7:30, same bat place, same bat channel. Isn't that what they say? Thank you, and knock them dead. Break a leg, but don't really break your leg. Sorry, Billy. Thank you so much, Nicole. Go ahead.
Thank you. This one's called Eternity. Into eternity I sail, where legends are born, but life's but a fairy tale. Beyond the realm of illusion, rise of confusion. As I listen to the eerie sound of the sea, my soul longing to be free. With the loneliness I try to cope, I sailed beyond all hope. Memories of my love torturing my mind. I'm afraid my way home I'll never find. Once were ripples, now a typhoon. I pray my end is coming too soon. Her voices on the wind, my time running thin. I can no longer cheat this death. I say goodbye to my love with my last breath.
Wow, that's beautiful, Billy. Was that written before you got back in contact with Lisa?
No, all the songs and everything since we've been together. She's my inspiration for everything.
Oh my
She
God.
is his muse.
Yes. What do you think about that poem? I'm looking for something real quick. Paul, what do you think about that poem? What do you think? It's beautiful, right?
No, it was real deep. I liked it.
I know, very deep. That's what I said. It's very deep and powerful. You could touch a lot of people. Now, that is in your book of poetry, correct?
Yes,
Which
that
book
one's
did
in
we
Snake
find that
Doctor
in?
and Butterfly Whispers. Snake Doctor and Butterfly Whispers.
Okay,
It's the
let me pull
very
up a
last
picture of
poem
that.
in the book.
I like that title.
Yeah, it's really. Were you a snake doctor? I'm assuming you were a snake doctor, like you handled snakes.
Well, that's not what a snake.
No,
You
it's
see.
a dragonfly.
Dragonfly. Okay, hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. I'm going to put a picture back up
Yeah.
here, see if I got the right one. So it's that one right there. Snake Doctor and Butterfly. It's not that one. It's the other one. Snake Doctor and, okay, well, I don't know.
Butterfly
I've got
Dream.
3 of them. Is it this one?
It's country word for dragon.
Really? See, I didn't know that. Did you know that, Paul?
Mm.
I did not know that. That is so cool. Snake Doctor and the Butterfly Whispers. I love it. I don't know why I don't have a copy of that on here. I'm sorry. Yeah, there it is.
It's right
There
there.
it is. So that's the book you were reading out of, Poems from the Heart. I'm sorry, Billy. Well, you've got a lot of stuff, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yes, that
much
was
for.
the last poem in the book.
Wow. Well, I want to let you know, guys and
Yes,
gals.
that's it.
Okay. Well, on Monday, if Billy would like, if we're able to do it, hopefully we can. We're going to get him to send us his 3 songs on MP3, Billy. Okay. And so we can get them downloaded and play them during Carolyn's Corner show. Would you like that? The radio show?
Oh, that'd be great. That's awesome.
Okay.
That's awesome.
We
Thank
will
you.
do that. Now, keep in mind, this is, we don't have a way to come bring people on virtually. Otherwise, I'd have you on there. But we're going to be playing them on the radio and talking about you a little bit more on Monday night, just introducing you again. Just say this was our latest songwriter that was on our show. Okay. And we're looking forward to hearing your songs on the radio.
Awesome.
You can live stream that, and you can also catch it on our Facebook Live, Billy. Okay. We really, really appreciate
Thank you so much.
us.
Thank y'all for me.
You're welcome. And you're more than welcome to hang
Thank y'all
out
for
a little bit
having
if you
me.
like. You're welcome. I'm so glad you joined us. We've really enjoyed it. We do
And I'm
have
actually
more,
looking at the book right now on Amazon.
yes, it's on. Are you looking at it right now on Amazon? Is that what you said?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, it's William Billy Fleming, right?
This
Let
Billy
me make
Fleming.
sure. I'm going to put it back up there. But to look for it, they have to put in William Billy Fleming. So see, I'm learning as I go, folks.
Or
so,
maybe it's probably under Billy Fleming.
It's probably on what?
It's probably under
Billy Fleming.
It's
Billy
probably
Fleming. Okay, so
Billy
y'all go
Fleming.
check out his books. Where can they find your songs at, Billy? If they want to download those, do you have them on a service, or are you just waiting to get them recorded?
My songs are on. Well, I've got them out there right now. They're just just trying to get somebody to listen to them, somebody pick them up.
Right.
But you can listen to them on my station, or I mean probably on iHeartRadio. Spotify. I'm sorry.
Spotify. So they just go to Spotify and search for your name, Billy Fleming, and they'll be able to find the songs, right?
Yes.
Great. So y'all can go on there and support
I've got
Billy
some.
by downloading.
I've got about 10 or 11 of my own, but they're not nearly as good as them ones I had done in Nashville.
Right. But
You've
they're
got
just
some
done
on
my
YouTube,
cell
don't you?
phone.
Yes. What were you saying, Jerry? Sorry.
I said you have
Yes, I
some
got
on
some
YouTube.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You do have them on YouTube. That's right. Thank you. I've talked to so many people the last few weeks. I'm just like, So you can also find them on YouTube, and that they're all listed under your name, just under your name, right? So Billy Fleming on YouTube.
Yes.
And I just bought all 3 books.
Thank goodness Jerry took notes, y'all. He's so awesome. So
Well,
Billy, you're
if
welcome
you
to
had
hang
paid attention, he told you about the snake doctor and the butterfly dragonfly before.
See,
yeah,
I got
it's
so
in
many
my
things
notes.
going on.
I'm gonna have
sorry.
to start making copies and sending them to you. So
we're gonna have a fax so we can fax back and forth to the house. I'm sorry about that, Billy. Really, there's been a lot of things since then and now. if I don't write it down or see it right in front of me, I forget. I'm so sorry. But you did an excellent job tonight. We are so happy to have you here tonight. And Jerry does have some more important information. We are not done, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not leave. We've got some more great information to share with you from another talented person. So, Jerry, tell them what you got, sir.
I have got a poem and a song from Jason William Lee, who unfortunately couldn't join us tonight. Jason's in the UK, and I'm kind of thinking he's sleeping. I believe they're what, like about 7 hours ahead of us, something.
Yeah, like 6. It's crazy.
Yeah. But I've got a poem and a song, a blues song, and that was kind of, and I can read them anytime you'd like.
Whenever you're ready. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, I'm losing my voice. Whenever you're ready, Jerry, that would be great. Are y'all ready to hear the poem and song? Are we going to be reading the lyrics? Because excuse me, we're noticing we're getting submissions not just for songwriters, but also folks that just write the lyrics. They may not have music to their song. So this is the case of that. Go ahead, Jerry, whenever you're ready.
All right, we'll start with the poem, Burn Bright. Beneath the sky, I am so small, I'm not sure I matter, not at all. Like a leaf from the tree, my fate is just obscurity. Like sunshine on a gilded pond, or words washed with sand, like raindrops hanging on a leaf, echoing that life is brief. Like a clock running too fast, my future will become my past. Beneath the sky, I am resigned to walk along the hands of time, but I'll leave footprints in the snow, and I'll burn bright before I go. And that was his poem, Burn Bright, which I like.
Very well done, Jerry. Gosh, that was very deep.
Grab something from him.
I didn't write it. I just read it. I mean,
reached over like you're gonna grab something from him.
Oh, it feels like, let me see, Jerry. Let me see. So that was beautiful, really. You read it so eloquently. So tell them again the young man's name, because I want to tell them something. Go ahead.
It is Jason William Lee, and he's from the UK.
Right. And I will tell you that when Jason sent me those lyrics, and the other one you're going to read, the song especially, he said he would like to have them made into a song. But he's all the way in the UK. But he would be willing if somebody wanted to put music to that, as long as he gets royalties if someone records it. Just letting you know. So just know that that is an option. If there's anybody out there that would be interested in doing that, let me know, and I'll give you his information. So, Jerry, you had another item to read from him, correct?
Yeah, this is more of a blues type of song. Well, because it says so. It says, I'm so happy I've got the blues. Which, what an interesting concept.
It really is. I'm so happy I got the blues.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
That's what's called an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so happy I've got the blues. For all the people not in my shoes, I'm in love and I'm buzzing every time I get your loving. Don't mean to be smug or conceited. Don't want to pull the rug from you. I wish everyone can feel the love so pure and true. The world's a sad place when you're all alone. Who can hear a heartbeat if it's made of stone? Ooh, that was deep. I'm so happy I've got the blues. When I see them frown, I want to sprinkle fairy dust all over this town. Life was meant for loving, joyous as a song. It's in our DNA to play that melody all day long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that was very deep.
Oh no, he brought out the guitar.
He brought out the dog.
Oh, I love it. So maybe he's going to come up with an idea.
Oh, look.
Y'all are in for a treat.
Oh, yeah. There you go. I'm so happy. I've got the blues.
Oh, yeah.
For all the people not in my shoes.
There you go, Jason.
I'm in love and I'm buzzing every time I get your loving.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should work. That would.
Oh, great. So,
That could be it,
Jason, thank
Liz.
you so much for sending us those. When you wake up tomorrow and watch this video, know that we're getting some great responses. Let me see what we're getting. Sean says, play dim blues, man. And that's exactly how he wrote it. That is great. Kimmy, Kimmy's got a little picture of a big radio. We're jamming out to your song over here.
Yes.
Jason. And Jason, I've got him on Messenger right now. Let me see. Excuse me. And Kimmy says, oh my God, beautiful, just beautiful. And I'm not sure which she was referring to, but both of them are really nice. Billy said beautiful. Thank you, Billy. And that's all I see as of right now. So I thought that was really good. I really did. You know, it's hard to read something and to think. To me, it is sometimes when you look at the words on a page.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Jerry.
Well, see, Billy and I have to get together because I'll play the guitar and he can play the harmonica and we'll just rock this thing out.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? Anytime. It's going to be like, remember, Jerry, the first night you and I really started messaging. That'd be awesome. It's just like what
crazy when I do.
Yes, when we first sort of met online, Jerry and I, we kept going back and forth, giving each other our song lyrics. And he made a good point. He said, it's just like sitting out on the front porch with an old friend and a guitar, right? Yeah. And that's exactly how I feel like this. I want this show, to be like that, to where we're just sharing information. We're supporting each other. We're lifting each other up, right?
There you go.
I think so. So. Man, Jerry, that was so great. And Billy said, sing it. Great job, Billy. So, guys, I've had a lot of fun tonight featuring all these great artists. We are not leaving. Please do not go anywhere. Because now we're coming to our interactive portion of the show.
What's so funny is that we're talking about poems and everything. My brother just sent me a poem that he wrote a long time ago.
Oh, let's hear it.
I don't know if he's even on. Oh, I'll read it anyway. I just went through it real fast, and I'm like, "Oh my Lord, this is my brother, guys. He's." Is
this Mike or Mark?
Mark. Mike doesn't have a creative bone in his body.
Come on now, that's not nice. Okay, let us hear it, Paul. Go ahead.
The drive was long and the night was cold. No telling what this trip would unfold. As we pull up, family was waiting, saying, "I have a beer for our enjoying." As we sat and talk, laughing and joking, my friend says he is tired and ready for bed. So as we turn in, the snoring begins. I tossed and turned all through the night, just being quiet and as polite. So as the sun came up, I began to imply, if you must snore all night, you must sleep outside. As the day went on, I lost. As the day went on and well into night, no more snoring at all tonight. So as he grabbed his gun and his sleeping bag, he said it was the bed of his truck that he would slumber. As it was nice and quiet, no snoring allowed, came a yell from the snoring man. Someone is coming. As he yelled out loud. We jumped to our feet, tripping and stumbling as we are wondering who we will meet. To the door we get as we throw it open. He says in relief, "It's just a train."
That's so awesome. I like it, but it ends with "it's just a train." Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. So good job, Mark. Wait. Which one? Mark. Good job, Mark. Good job. So now you're going to have to come on our show and share some of them in person. Mark is reluctant to come on our show, and I have no idea why. I think he's afraid that his brother may try to embarrass him or something. So I want to tell y'all earlier when I was messaging the young man Jason in the UK, he is so happy that we are going to show his or feature some of his lyrics. He said, amazing. I put them online to boost my confidence. They're all good, though, I think. I also have 4 short stories and children's poems online. I always wanted my poems and stories on the radio. And he has one called The Titanic. Excuse me. The Titanic poem. He said that's the best one. So make sure you check him out on Amazon. Let me just get his whole name. His name is Jason Lee. Lee. Jasonlee. Check him out online and help give him a little bit of encouragement. Okay, folks, because it doesn't take much. We all need a little bit of encouragement and kind words in our lives, because some of us are going through a lot right now. Some of us go through a lot just all the time. It seems like it's never ending, right, guys?
No, that's true. But
It
you know,
is
that's
true.
what we have this show for, so we can all just sit down, laugh, enjoy each other, uplift each other. You know, you might have an idea that you're like, I don't know. And then boom, we're on this show and we're like, go for it.
Absolutely. And that's how this happened, really. It was just like, maybe we should do that. I love doing the radio show. And I don't know how it happened. I'm like, let's do a pod.
Hey, Carolyn.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'd just like to give God the grace and glory for every song, every written, and every breath of air I breathe.
Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely, Billy. And I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but we are talking about this almost every single week, aren't we, Paul? And Jerry may know too. I talk about it all the time, how we are all given a gift in this life, you know, and whatever that is. Some of us, it's writing books. Some of it's writing songs. Some of us, it's singing. Some of us, it's playing music. Some of us, it's just being there to support others and love each other. And if we don't use those gifts that God gave us, then what is the point in having them? And I agree with you. Thank God for all of his amazing gifts and beautiful blessings that he gives us. I always say I'm beyond blessed. And it's even been proven more tonight as having all of you on here with me.
And you know, it's funny is that I'm thinking everybody coming on here because
yes,
you know, this started really small as local thing. And for some reason, I don't know what the heck happened. Carolyn commented, and she was so excited, and she messaged me, and she's like, "Oh my Lord, I have all these people wanting to get on here from all over the country." And I'm like, "What do we do? What did we do?"
Because we literally, this was spur of the moment. Let's do this. And I put the post on the songwriting group, and I even messaged Julie, I believe, and said, "This is a little more than I expected."
And the thing, and the funny thing is that, you know, is the reason, you know, I stand behind Carolyn because when she had this idea, it was like, it's awesome to be able to support people who don't get support on a daily basis with the talent that they have. For people to be able to come on here and share their talent, like, you know, we have Virginia, you know, Texas, you know, he has songs out. People in Texas aren't going to hear his songs unless, of course, they know who to look up, how to look him up.
Yes.
You know, and exactly what it is. And now we have people from Texas that are actually hearing this. And I'm hoping that everyone on here can share this out so his music will get out there. And that's our goal. That's what we want. We want people to share this out, you know, because you never know who's going to listen to this. You don't know, you know, and that's the same thing for the radio show. Even for a small little radio show in Beeville, 13,000 people. But it's syndicated. It's actually online. People can listen to it from everywhere. So
everywhere. So we are on this podcast is Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Right. So literally, and it's going to be there. And as long as I can have a say in it, I'm not going to delete it. Excuse me. So anyone at any time could come across those videos. That's why it's so important too for everyone to share, because how are we going to get the word out to help support these great people if we don't share? So it's so important. And that doesn't mean just come on when your friend or your neighbor or your relative is on there. Excuse me, on here. That means come on every Wednesday night and build the family and say, hey, I was helping Billy. Billy's my cousin, for example. I want to come in here and support the other folks that are in here. And that's why I'm encouraging all the other songwriters that have already been selected to come on the show to please join us in as many of these shows as humanly possible.
And that's the comment that
says,
I'm sorry. See, I'm interrupting you now.
No,
How do you like that?
So let's see what Sean just said.
Look at that.
He said, I've always said for everyone famous you see or hear on TV or radio, there are 1,000 more you've never heard of. Where'd it go? Oops, that covered my app. Hold on. That are just as good or better. Amen to that, Sean. That is so true.
It is so true.
That is so true.
I think Billy's going to have to bail on us here in a minute.
Was that you that typed that real quick? So, Billy, your computer is dying. Is that what you're doing? It's okay. I understand.
The screen
why don't
started
you
going
plug
dark
it in?
and I was leaving.
I had that happen the other night at our karaoke show, and I was so upset. Well, Billy, you're welcome to go if you need to. If you want to come back, just send me a message, and I'll bring you back on the screen, or just run an extension cord to your computer. I've done that before.
Hey, thank y'all. I'm gonna go for about 10 minutes. I should be back up.
Okay.
And I'll get you pop me back in.
Yes, just message me when you're back
Thank
up
you.
on in the green room. You're welcome, Billy. We'll see you soon.
Okay.
Thank
you.
You know, Paul was talking about you're going national, but you're actually going international.
Oh yeah,
I mean, we've got Jason from the UK already jumping in. We've got I've seen some posts coming up. I don't recognize these emails. They're like, where's that from? But yeah, it was kind of funny because you asked me, how do we get the singer songwriters? It was like, well, go to the you belong to the group. Go in there and put a ask Sandy, put a post up. If it's okay to put the post up, and you'll get them. I don't think you were ready. You were getting them.
I did not expect the response that we got. I mean, and don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm thrilled that we got it. I guess I just didn't expect the volume. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, so I'm just trying to come up with my own little process. So for those of you who have sent in songs, submitted songs, lyrics, most of them are songs. Please be patient because I'm trying to do all of this on my own. Don't get me wrong, Paul and Jerry are an amazing asset, but I've got the information. So I'm trying to do it all on my own. And it's
hilarious because I actually went over to Carolyn's house right before the show, and I sat down with her, and we were discussing a few things, and she pulled out this notebook, and she says, "Oh, yeah, I have notes, and right here." And then she's going through, and she goes, "Okay, the green highlighted are this," and then she goes, "Oh,
the green are ready to go."
And then we have a pink dot over here, and I'm like, and then she goes, "Well, I can't remember what this is," but I'm like, "Oh my Lord!" I'm like, "You have to create a legend in the notebook of what your highlights are." And
I was like, I need some kind of system.
It's been used for years, and it's only been used for a few days, and it's full of names and dates.
It's
and I'm
full
like,
of names. I had a 3 subject spiral notebook, brand new, that I bought for our shows, and I never even used it. So I was like, well, that's perfect. So in the first section, I have here's who sent their stuff in. Second section is here's who I selected already. Third section is here's the notes for the people that I selected, so when they come on the show.
And what's funny is whenever we get the authors, I'm gonna have to do the same thing. I'm gonna have to set up a little thing and submit it to y'all and say, okay, this is what I have going on. This is who I want to bring on this night or this night or this night, and we can do kind of like we did with Stormy. Is we have back and forth. We have authors, we have musicians. And one thing I wanted to make perfectly clear is that this show is not just for musicians and for authors.
Thank you,
This
Paul.
is also for audiobook recorders. This is for magicians. This is for any type of talent that you have.
Magicians.
Magicians.
Talk about
it. Do you know one of those? I think you know a musician, right?
What about clowns? I'd like to know about the clowns.
Yeah. Oh God. Are we really going to talk about the clown thing again?
Oh my gosh. So real quick, we have Esther Zamora that's watching. I'm watching my Facebook now. Thank you for pointing that out, Jerry, that I missed that while ago. Hi, Esther. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else. So yeah, you're right, Paul. We want to help support people's passions, whatever those passions may be.
I think someone from Russia is listening, Carolyn.
Do what?
Someone from Russia.
Where do you see that?
Look at the name.
Is that Russian?
I think that's Russian.
How do you say hello in Russia?
Hey.
Hello. I
saw that, but I don't know.
I actually started learning Russian when I was in Bosnia. But when I got back to the States, because you have to go back to a few shows and listen, but I was in Bosnia, so we got to experience with Russian soldiers. It was called S4, which was all the forces that came together. And we had Russian soldiers, Turkish, Italian, Spanish. We had everything. Everybody was on the same base. So we actually got to experience with some Russians, and they were teaching me how to speak Russians. Some of the Turkish soldiers were teaching me how to speak Turkish. And of course, from Texas, you learn how to speak Spanish. And then when I got back out of the military, got to Beeville, I forgot everything. I speak
Oh
Texan.
yeah, I bet you did.
Because everything kind of jumbled together. Oh, and I was in Japan, so I learned a little bit of Japanese, and I know domo arigato.
Wow. Well, does anyone that's listening right now? So, does anyone that's listening or viewing right now know any Russian? How do we know that's Russian?
The way the characters are. It's either
all I know is vodka.
It's over there. It's in the European side, but yeah, in Asia.
Well, the weird thing is they're not showing up on the live. But welcome to Carolyn's Corner. So you don't see them either, Jerry. They're showing up on here, but not on.
I bet you.
Yeah, I know. I went over to the Facebook page and I'm not seeing it. It's showing up here on your stream. I don't know how it works.
That's interesting. Well, if there's anyone on here from Russia or from any other country, welcome. Do you know how to say welcome in any other language? Guys?
Welcome. Welcome.
Ciao, Bella.
Hey, that's pretty good. I thought that was bye.
You know what?
Aloha.
I'm looking
Aloha
at
means
these,
hello and goodbye.
I'm looking at these this thing right here says sister19lol.online. I'm wondering if we've gotten so famous that we have people that are trying to get people to click on a link to steal their information.
Oh God, I hope not. That's on YouTube. It's got a YouTube link.
Oh, is that what it is?
They're watching from YouTube. Yes, that's what it is.
Oh, awesome.
Sean is watching on YouTube. Sean, you're on YouTube. Are you still there? If you are, can you look at those comments and see if those people are still showing up in the comments? Because I'm not on YouTube. I'm on the Facebook one right now. So I need somebody's help. Somebody go to the YouTube. Quick.
I'm trying.
No, I didn't. Poor Sherry. I didn't mean you had to do it. I know Sean is watching from there. So
yeah, cool.
Yeah, I hope it is. That's honestly what I was thinking. I hope it is.
Yeah.
I'm just looking. So, well, hey, if we got that quickly, we reached all the way to Russia. Well, you never know.
It's funny. Sean says the Russian person did one comment and left.
And Mark said hello in Russia. Well, y'all are not much help. I don't know about the other lady. What was that, Sean?
Privet.
I don't know
that's
about
that's the hello in Russian is privet.
How do you say it?
Privet. P-R-I-V-E-T.
Are y'all making that up?
No, my brother put that on there. Now you know my brother.
Mark, we do not want to be saying anything insulting to the Russians, okay, or anyone else. We don't want to be just. Hey, Billy, I'm glad you're still here. You ready to come back on?
You know what's so funny? What's so funny is that we have these people on here on like YouTube, and they jump on and jump off, and it's like. If they probably said, "Oh, these are a bunch of country hick people." Oh no,
they probably did. What are we watching? The Russian bird. Wait a minute. I looked it up online. Oh, thank you, Mark. Thank you. Yes, because we have our Google correspondent, Miss Sarah, but she's a little under the weather right now. Sarah.
Well, Paul, Mark, if you were in Bosnia Herzegovina, then you got to see a little of the mob stuff that's going on over there too. Didn't you?
I actually, we stayed on Tuzla Air Base, so we didn't really get to get. We went off one time, and that was the scariest thing because we kept seeing these the minefield signs, and we went to a Russian base to go issue S4 ID cards to them. So yeah, it was very interesting. But no, we didn't actually get to experience a lot with the civilians. I didn't. Now other people did, I'm sure, but because we had special forces there and everything, and I'm sure they got to experience a lot with them.
Okay, guys, I'm bringing Billy back on for a few minutes. He says he's going to come back on for a few minutes. Okay, Billy.
He has his extension cord.
Welcome back, Billy. So we think we have people watching us from Russia, Billy. We're not sure. I can either, what is that?
That's great.
Confirm or deny.
Great.
That would be really weird if we have spies already. Maybe they're like you, we are. Everybody else, they're probably like, there must be something up with this. Why are they doing this just to be nice? No, that's.
You know what Sean said? They said that the Russian came in and jumped right back off. because he came in and went, "Oh, there's no intelligence value here."
Yes, that I would not doubt. I would not doubt, Sean. And Sean, you're in Houston, Privet, Privet. I wonder how you pronounce that. Is it pronounced Privet? Sorry. I don't know. We don't know if that's Russian. Paul, how do you know that that's Russian?
I don't.
For all of our Russian friends, thank you for joining us. Sean, thank you for helping us on that. Because we need all the help we can get. That's for sure. We're just down in Texas. We don't know.
We're down in the deep south.
Okay. Yeah, this is one of those times when I shouldn't use the term we, because it's just me. Okay, it's just me. Paul, Jerry, Billy, they all know. I don't know, and I'll be the first to admit it. I don't know. So welcome to everyone who is here, wherever you may be from. We're just here to have a good time. We feature some songwriters tonight. We featured an author tonight. And when you say author, you have to put your pinky up because I don't know why. So Paul below me here, Paul below me. That sounds really wrong. That doesn't sound good either. Paul, who is on the screen with me, but he's underneath me. That doesn't sound good either. Paul is an author. Jerry to my right or left, whichever way that would be, is a songwriter. And then we have Billy Fleming. He was our special musical guest tonight because he is a poet, author, and a songwriter. Oh my gosh, boy. And then you have me, Carolyn. I'm just like to talk, like to hang out, and I write an occasional decent song. So welcome. And I also do a radio show on Monday nights, called Carolyn's Corner, which is also this called Carolyn's Corner.
Now, did you see what Jerry just did, Carolyn?
No. Did he hold up notes?
The paper and said, "Oh, you're off script." And he just chunked it to the side.
I have to once in a while get it all out, and then I sit back, and then I get it all out.
Heck with this. Why do we need this?
So we have a lot of fun on the show. I'm so glad y'all are here with us. We've already heard the great songs. If you want to hear them, wait till after the show is over. Please go back and listen because you're going to be blown away. Billy made some great music videos for us of three of his wonderful songs, and then he read another one of his poems that are in one of his books on Amazon. And then we heard.
I now have, by the way, Carolyn, just let you know. I'm not sure if you heard that earlier. I bought all three of his books.
Paul, Billy, did you know that?
He went and bought all three books.
That's what he said.
Yep, I have all three of them.
Paul, you're God so wonderful.
Bless you, man. I hope you
that's
enjoy
so
it.
awesome, Paul.
Yeah, I have them on.
I bet he will, and I know he'll pass it on and let me read them. And my problem is it's hard for me to read because I have excessive dry eyes. I can't read for very long. My eyes start burning. So that's why we're doing the audio.
I was looking through it, and he has pictures. Who are these pictures of? In the first, like, let's see if I can get it on there or not. Yeah, there's one. And there's the other one. Who are those pictures of?
Yes, Lisa when she was 10 or 11, and me when I was 10. Me and Lisa, 10 and 11 when we first met.
Yeah, he has the picture.
That's how it starts out.
Wow. So Sean wants to know, Billy, were those your vocals on your tunes? That's a very good question, Sean.
On them three tunes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Let you answer.
All Nashville, just singing and producing.
Okay, so does that answer your question? Yeah,
but
Nashville
Billy can sing. I mean, I've heard him sing. So
I'm sure. That's great, and it's funny because we're our own worst.
I tried.
Yeah, I mean, you can carry a tune. You just can't carry it far. I said you can carry it.
Yeah, some, I guess.
That's actually me.
That's a good saying. I like that. Let me ask you, Jerry and Billy. Oh, yeah. So I saw the comment that my husband made from the living room. I like that. He's going to be our living room correspondent. That is so funny. Y'all don't even know. So from the living room correspondent, Jerry, when you get a chance, look at what Brett put. Where did it go? Do you want me to put it on the screen?
Carolyn, Brett, let's
yes.
hear a song from Jerry and hear Billy play harmonica if possible. Yeah, I don't know that we're ready for that.
Yes.
I might not be ready for that, Brett.
I have to.
This is all impromptu. It's
I'd
a
have
good
to.
idea.
I play my reboot song. What do you think?
Yeah, there you go. It's a good idea, Brett. It's a good idea. But I don't know. It's kind of spur of the moment, but it's up to you guys if y'all want to do it. Maybe he can play harmonica along to reboot.
It's one of those where Brett just kind of threw y'all under the bus and says, "Here, do this." Oh.
Yeah.
And that's when I like, I'm not a monkey.
Absolutely do not have to. He said maybe next week, Jerry. He said maybe next week. Yeah,
well, I told you that Sandy tore this song up.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, she was good. She was right.
Sandy is the songwriter who started the group that we both belong to. Her name is Sandy Ramos. You know a little bit about her, Jerry, don't you? Tell them a little bit about Sandy, because I think she's an incredible lady, just the little bit that I found out.
Well, yeah, I don't know what her real title is, but she does, oh my gosh. See, I'm not prepared to talk about this. I don't have it in my notes.
It's okay.
What is it? She does song tuners?
Yes, she does the pitch to pro song tuners, where you can get your songs to the producers and the publishers by sending them up the pipeline, I think. And
yeah, and what they will do is they'll listen to it, and if it's good enough, they'll work with it and try to get it to somebody. And if it's not, or it's not really what they're looking for right now, they'll critique it. I mean, it's a reasonable price. I didn't know I was going to do a commercial for her, but really,
that's sorry.
It's like,
that's okay.
It's like
I just thought about it.
It's like $35 for to critique your song. That's not bad, because she's a pro. These guys are pros. And she came on to the show the other night that was hosted by Charisse. Yeah.
You were telling me about Charisse. I did find her, by the way, and I put her name in pink.
Yeah, Charisse Carver. Anyway, Charisse does pitch perfect songwriting. I think it's a group. It's a private group, but she invited Sandy. Sandy came in, which was like, oh, this is not expected. And I had Reboot, which was a song that I put in for evaluation, within the group. And Sandy, it was great, but she didn't give it a lot of feedback. But on the other side of the coin, she's like, look, you can get this done by somebody professional if you make these changes. And I was talking to Charisse about the changes tonight, going, help, what do I do? Okay, I got to drop a verse. I got to, bottom line is I got to get somebody to sing the song. I can't sing it well enough. Someone that's got that deep, soulful, can get up in a high range and get, I can't jump octaves, so.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's hard for me.
Yeah, as you're going along in the song, you get to the second half, you need to take it up a whole octave. I can't do that. So I got to get someone that can do that.
Wow.
That's for the demos,
Wow. So that's what they recommended. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. And was that in the course that they recommended that, to take it up another octave, or what?
No. Well, see, the thing is that this is just like with Jason's blues song.
Yeah.
If you go by traditional blues, I'm talking about old school. Most blues don't have a chorus. It's verse, verse, verse.
You know what? And that's true. That is true. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm losing my voice. Go ahead.
And this had 5 verses. Of course, it had no chorus. It had no bridge in it. So it just came out too long, because I'm sitting right at 4 minutes. And that's not commercially sound, Oh, I can't hear you, Carolyn. Yeah.
Sorry.
She really, there she is.
I'm back. What is the length for sure that they recommend? Because I'm starting to work. I'm maybe going back to the studio tomorrow to record Toys in Heaven myself, my song, because I wanted my own voice, just because I can put more emotion. What is the absolute time that they would say, okay, that's a good time right there? Because we're cutting it. I'm going to tell you about that. Go ahead, Billy. Jerry.
No, Billy can chime in. He's a songwriter, but no, it's really the max you want is 3:30, but you want to hit as close to 3 as you can get. If you're looking for radio, if that's where you're looking to get your song at, it's funny because the 3-minute time limit on songs was imposed by the music industry with the 45, because that's what a 45 record could hold. But it's changed because everything's digital now. If you go way back to old school, I'm talking Mother Maybelle Carter, with the 78, you could put longer songs on there. But then we went to the 45s and the LPs, and so the 45s were all 3-minute songs. And so now we're getting into digital. I watched a Christian song today, a Christian lyric video today, 8 minutes long.
Oh my gosh, 8 minutes.
But it kept you interested. So, with the changes as it went through with the octave jumps and the bridge and the chorus, it did keep you interested. And one of the things that's happening in Christian music, you'll see a lot, is the repeats. So where in blues, you're not doing a repeat, because you're going from verse to verse to verse.
Well, I can see that in the Christian music, especially if they're playing it in a church, is what I was thinking. Right. Because in a church, you want the audience, and I was thinking about that, Jerry. I really was. You always get in my head. You want the audience to sing along and repeat it and remember that song, especially because it's a gospel song or it's a Christian song, and it's meant to rejoice and praise God. So thank you so much, Brett. Man, Brett just put me some lemon in my water because So I wanted to tell you real quick. So I didn't get a chance to tell anyone yet, barely Brett. Tuesday I went and we started working on Toys in Heaven. So you heard Toys in Heaven, Jerry, and so has Paul. Paul's known about it for years. I don't know if you've heard it, Billy, but it's my heart and soul. So the guy that's helping me is incredible. I mean, he really, really is incredible. And he's helped thousands of people do their songs. And he knows the importance of cutting it down. And it's hard to cut a song when you write it and every single word means so much. So he is doing everything he can. We've already omitted one because my song was 5 minutes and 10 seconds. And I knew that was too long, but that was the way it was recorded. So I was like, so we've already got it down to 3 minutes and 42 seconds. And it hasn't lost its meaning, which is so great. But I've just got to train my brain because I used to have a verse, a chorus, a verse, a chorus, a verse, a chorus. That's a long time because to me, I wanted to get to that chorus, man. That's best, get them to. So I can't wait because either tomorrow or the next day with my throat, I don't know. We're going to start working on. So I'm going to be singing it a little bit different, making it more my own. You know what I mean? And then we're cutting it down. So we took out one of the choruses. We're only going to have 3 choruses. And instead of having the chorus between each one, Paul, you remember, and Jerry, you probably do too, it went straight in from verse to chorus. We're going to go from verse to another verse.
Right.
So it's hard. I've been singing this for almost 30 years to everyone in that style. So my brain is like, no, go to the chorus. No. You know what I mean? So, but I'm hoping that we don't have to cut anymore because he didn't do a large music, because he was going to do a music break in between and he wanted to do something big. But instead, he's having to make it smaller because he knows not to lose those lyrics because that's how important they are, to the story of the song. So I just think it's pretty amazing because I've never been to the point in my life really yet where I've personally been able to find someone, because I don't play music, to help me put music to my songs and know what they're doing, and he said, the people that he works with, and he's just local, but he's such a great guy. If he's watching tonight, Press, thank you so much. He said that he'll wait and let them sing it over and over. He has a band as well. And then he'll say, okay, are you sure that's how you want it? I just thought it was interesting. His critiques, I just love it. And they'll say, yes, I want to sing it like this. And he'll say, okay. So then he said he'll zero in. Well, he tells them, you were flat right there. You were sharp right there. You know what I mean? And I looked at him and I said, please do, because I've never had that, and I have to learn because I'm not a professional. I didn't go to school for music. I don't, he even helped me discover what key I sing in because all these years I thought I was a G because I don't know anything about it. And he said, oh no, you're definitely not a G. And he said, you're a C.
C, yeah. C.
And I'm a C. I couldn't believe that because no one's ever. And y'all don't even know just that. I don't know about you guys, but just that is a huge deal. He went and he said, okay, let's try A, let's try B. And he tried both of those. B was too low. And in my brain, I've always thought, and people ask, what key do you sing? And I actually said G or D. And I said, I'm a C because to me, I thought the music scale. But now he's explaining it and he's taking the time, you know what I mean? And it's just incredible. It's just incredible. And he's helping me. He's going to help me so much. And so we're going to do Toys in Heaven. And then, from then I told him, I don't want to just do one song. I'm going to keep coming back and doing another and another and another and another. And he said, that's fine. We'll release one, because he does the CDs and everything. And I know CDs are kind of obsolete now, but it's nice to have something concrete in your hand, I think, So, he's going to help me with the whole thing. So I just wanted to give a big shout out to Press, because the one time we've gotten together, I've just blown away. I was over there almost 3 hours, and I've never sang Toys in Heaven so many times, guys. Y'all, I've sang it so many times, but I'm excited to when it comes out. I just can't wait to share it with you guys so you can see the difference. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know if you see that. I got a chart that sits up here on my desk that says, let me see if I can get it where you can see it. Right. Look at where the sweet spot is at.
C, middle C.
Yeah. For congregational singing, middle C is the stuff. Because most guys sing, as far as most guys, I'm not most guys, but saying C, B, or A, they'll go down that way. You can even go all the way down to F. But if you go to middle C for females, most of them sing in D and E. C, D, E, you can go all the way to G. But the comfortable range for both male and female, or men, guys and women, are in that middle C range. So it's not too high for the guys. It's not too low for the gals. That's the sweet spot for congregational singing. Unfortunately, I don't do that, but
that is interesting. That is really interesting. See, and that's why I'm loving this too, because look what we've learned just in one evening. I think that's amazing. Jerry, if you get a chance, I know you don't have to, but if you could possibly share that with me, I'd love to have a copy of that. I really would, because I'm just now barely learning. I mean, I know what I think sounds good, but it's really hard for somebody like myself who doesn't. I want to play an instrument. I have a keyboard. I have 3 guitars, but I've never been able to play them the way I think they should be played.
You won't get me playing anything.
I can't play an F chord. If it's got an F chord, I'm F. I can't. I've tried and tried and tried. I'm like, but one of these days, but I figure out you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Or maybe you can. I don't know. So anyway, wow, that's so cool. So Sean says praise and worship. Yes, I love praise and worship music. And then he says play the instrument, sing it where you're comfortable. Sean, amen to that. And like I said, for us songwriters, lyricists, I guess you'd call it. Even though when I write a song, I hear it in my head a lot of times. I'm like, I want it to go like this. And I've been able to find some music for my songs, but they're not what I know the best songs can be. It's like when you take them to a studio and they hear it for what it needs. And it's just amazing. It's almost like your own child, just seeing it just come to life. Right, Billy? When you see it, when you get it back from the studio, even if you play acoustic, to me, when you're able to get a song done like really professionally, it's pretty amazing, isn't it?
It makes a big difference. I recorded most of my songs cell phone. It just ain't the same.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And the sad thing, too bad that it does. That's why they're pros. Yes, Sean. Too bad it costs money, because if it didn't, we'd be doing that with everyone. You know what I mean? And we're, personally, I'm definitely not rich. If it was free, I would have all of them done. But that's what I'm going to do. I told my husband, I'm going to just do it one at a time, at a time. What were you going to add, Jerry? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was going to say that's my studio kind of behind me and right here.
Nice. I bet you got everything you need. I bet you, because just the fact that I saw the microphone when you were on the other day, and I just think it's amazing. I mean, I wish I could play. I know, just take lessons, but I don't know. Right now I have too many other things, right?
Well,
you should learn to play guitar so you can play for me.
I've always wanted to learn how to play guitar, but every time I pick it up, I'm like, ding, dum, 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 dum. No.
Yeah.
I just put it down. I get so just frustrated with it, but I see other people play it, and I'm like, it just looks so easy.
Yeah, it does look easy.
I don't know music. I don't know. I sing karaoke. That's my
Yeah.
musical.
Well, even with karaoke though, the fact of the keys makes a difference. You have to know what key really, because like I said, all these years, like all my songs that I recorded previously, and it was definitely just with my Band in a Box program. I know, don't laugh at me. I made the music, or I found some that was canned, that was royalty free, and I fit my words to that music. Does that make sense? I was not able to fit the music to the words like you should. You know what I mean? So, but I didn't know what key, so I said, well, G sounds good.
Yeah, that's
now,
and it's funny
because to me
because
it
people
sounded
talk
okay.
about A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I'm like,
Yeah.
You're speaking French to me. I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. So I'm wondering what would like Josh Turner, the country singer Josh Turner, when he sings those low, what key do you think that is, Jerry?
I don't know. He's probably down around okay, so if you got middle C, and middle C, depending on your piano, will be the third or the fifth C. Does that make sense? If you make the C chord on the piano, and
Okay.
he is probably singing an E below middle C, so he's going that direction. He's going
Wow.
to the. But no, it was funny because you were talking about it, and I was going C, C. No, you singing C. I listened to you. When we first met, I had heard your song, and it was like that's.
So you
that's
knew
where
I
you
was
range
C.
it. Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
That's where your sweet spot's at. Is in
Wow.
C.
And all this time in my brain, because I didn't know. I thought C is too high for me.
So now basically what you're going to do with this information is you're going to go find all the karaoke songs that are in the C range, and you're going to start singing. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah, like which are a lot of the songs that I've never sang because I didn't think I could. So, honestly, I know that sounds silly, but it's true. So Sean says theory helps with that and a capo. Now I've got a capo for my guitar, and I know it sounds different, but my son is a really good guitarist. Like he can play. I think he's good. He says, Mom, I'm not that good. I said, yeah, I think you are. He can play tabs. He can play by ear, all that. A lot of people can, but some people just don't possess that talent. And maybe I have an ear for what I think sounds decent, but man, just that's why I'm so excited to have this. And
I didn't let a stink bomb off, to let everybody know, because I tell everybody at the show. No stink bomb. I'm just trying to get the air conditioner inside of the booth here because it's really hot.
Yes. Hi, Edgar. Welcome, honey. I hope you weren't here. I mean, I hope you were here earlier, but if you were, I hope I didn't miss saying hi to you. I'm sorry. So sorry. Edgar is such a great guy. He's always been supporting us since day one. Edgar also sells homemade pickles here in Beeville, Texas. Pickles by Big E. They're really good. They're really good, y'all. So if you're down around Beeville, get you some pickles. I'm just kidding. I just always want to do that. So that is really interesting. Yeah, Sean says he sings Long Black Train in B flat. Interesting. There's a long. Now, my husband probably, when he goes into his lower range, I didn't realize Brett could sing that low. He can go really low. That sounds funny. He can sing really low. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know, like a real bass. I don't know if that's the same.
Like that one night I sang that Johnny Cash song. He was like, I didn't know you could sing that low. And I'm like,
yeah, it's crazy, right? Well, it helps when you know just those little things.
Coming.
Do what?
I hear that train coming. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, and the interesting thing, we're talking about the capo. One of the things I've had to learn to do was transpose my music from one key to another. Because I may write A is where I'm most comfortable at, and I love minors. But if I am working with other musicians, I need to play open chords. I can't slap a capo on there, and play with them to get them to get. I mean, I can, but I have to at least transpose the music from them to be in the open chords, because you can't ask that bass player, "Hey, put a capo on." It doesn't work,
True.
So you got to transpose your music. So if I did I did a song sometime back where I wrote it in C, but I capoed it, so I had to transpose it, and that's been a unique experience. And
so when you say transposing it, you're taking it from one key and putting it into the other. My friend Emily does that. Right. She'll take it. She can do it like so fast. Wait, you're in this key. Let me put it in that key. And I'm like, because she knows what she's doing. You know what I mean? And she's amazing. So go ahead. I'm sorry. I just had to ask you that. That's
no. That's yeah. That's that's really it. And like for example, in one song, I might be playing A minor because it's capo. You take the capo off, you're playing in D minor, and it's like wow. It's so, and you get used to, like you said, habits. I'm used to having it capoed and playing here. I got to reach way down the neck now and play it here.
Yes.
So,
wow, that is really interesting. So Sean says, I do that in E. Johnny did it in F originally.
Yeah, Johnny Cash did it in F.
Yeah. Wow. I like F. I think that sounds great.
Capo. Now, I'm assuming the capo was that little doohickey that goes on the end of the neck of the guitar.
Yes. Yeah. It compresses the strings. It holds them down. Show him what a capo looks like.
Does that change your pitch?
It just changes a key. It changes a key. So, if you're playing... Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have a capo and I put it on my guitar and I know it changes the sound, but that's how little I know about music theory. I don't. I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'm changing the key. I just know I like the way it makes it sound. I know that's terrible, Jerry, but it's true. So this is a great way for us to help each other learn. If you play an open C, open, then capo second fret and play C shape, it's a D. So see, I know how to play a C. I know how to play a D. I know how to play a G. I can do an E minor and A minor and just the F. Honestly, if you made me play an F, now if there's a way to get an F out of another, can you put a capo and play an F like cheating?
Yeah.
Can you play something and put the capo and make it an F?
I'm going to play along. Hold on, let me change it. Okay, I got the F. Let me change it back. No, that's not going to work.
See? So like I said, if there's an F, I'm F'd.
Yeah.
My fingers don't work that way. Do you play guitar, Billy? You play guitar too, right?
Oh yeah, he plays.
Oh my God. See, I'm so embarrassed to say, but it's
I play some.
I have a guitar. It works. It's very dusty right now. Yes, put a capo on the third fret and play a D shape. Will that give me an F? But yeah, Jerry's right. I'll be having to switch back and forth.
You know what? All this talking about this reminds me of trying to do algebra in school.
For real.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared, but that's actually geometry in Plato's theory. I mean,
for real.
Pythagorean theorem. But anyway,
I'm writing this down, Sean. I really am.
If I put it on the D, will it turn into an F? And if I put it on the F, will it be an A? I'm like, what?
So if I know it's very confusing to me too.
A plus B equals D.
Yeah, so I put a capo on the third fret.
Carolyn,
I got that, and it plays and play a D shape, and that's going to give me an F.
I will send you cheat sheets. All right. So.
Oh yes. Yeah. I know y'all are probably laughing at me, but
I got these all on my computer.
Oh, awesome! I really appreciate that. I really do. Y'all are probably laughing at me, but that's the whole point. We're here to support each other. And I've never had anybody to ask. And if I was too embarrassed to ask them, I might as well ask them on national Facebook and YouTube that's streamed all over the world. Why? I don't know.
Because that's what we do.
Anybody else want to? Nope, everyone has to learn. Yeah, it's so funny. Anybody else want to know? There you go. So when y'all think, oh, it's Carolyn, she's a professional. No, I'm not. But that's really good to know. So what were you going to say about the, did you have something you were going to say about the guitar or the capo, Jerry?
No, I was just going to say, I'll send you some cheat sheets with the capo. So the cheat sheets will tell you, okay, if you play C open, and you capo it to the third fret, it'll turn into, let me find a C. It'll, third fret will turn it into a D minor, I think. That's the wrong cheat sheet.
Wow.
So yeah.
C open and capo on the third fret will turn into a D minor?
No, a D sharp, I'm sorry. Capo it on the fourth fret, it'll be an E. So, the cheat sheets will show you. And that's what I use to transpose my songs. So if I was playing, if I played a song in D minor,
I'm taking notes.
Yeah, but yet I played that D minor on the third fret. It's actually E minor. So, but I'll send you. I can send you the copy of the cheat sheets.
Oh, thank you, Jerry. Really, honestly.
Yeah,
I know Brett is in the living room going, how are you going to have time to play guitar now?
You're not.
Let's learn guitar. Let's add learning guitar to the list. I learned I could accompany myself decent as long as the song was, and I'm not even kidding, CDG or DGC or I could. So funny, but they say that's most of country music is CDG, DGC, and I don't know. I just put them all together in different ways. You can also use a capo to get different guitar voicings.
Yes.
No E fat. What does that mean? Oh, that's an E flat. No E flat. No E flat.
No E fat.
It looks like that. Oh, we have
no
someone else.
Electronic flat.
Hello, Mofu. Hello on our YouTube channel.
What did you call me?
I'm going to show y'all. It's from Mofu. What?
If you and if you know how to do CG, what else did you know?
I know a lot of them. I know C, D, G, E minor, A minor, D. Sorry, I said D. I know a lot of them.
Well, if you learn how to just lift and drop your fingers on some of those chords, that makes all the difference in the world.
See, that's so pretty. So that's a G. You're going into a G, right?
Uh-huh.
I know
that's
that song.
A C add 9 to a G. But yeah, I mean, you remember the oh my gosh, who did that? Can't you see? I'm trying to think of the name.
Can't you see? Can't you see? That one. What that woman? Can't you see? Everybody now. What that woman?
That is C add 9, which is like a G, but you drop the 2 top fingers. G, and I mean that's most of the song, the whole song.
Really? I know you can play. Well, another thing I've had issues with when I've tried to learn a song, like I was really into it for a little while, is trying to get the rhythm patterns right, because the rhythm to me, all my songs I try to play sound the same. But I need to get back to it and practice, because I'm never going to learn if I don't do it. But I figure I'm too old now. Maybe not. I got too many other things. Billy, your signal. What happened to Billy? I noticed he wasn't on here. I thought he just turned his camera off.
Hey, so when do you have Sean coming on?
I don't think he's on my list yet. Let me look real quick. I don't think I'm on your list, Sean. I have not seen your name yet, Sean. Hold on, let me look.
You better jump on.
Billy lost his internet signal.
I see that. Okay. Billy said Dory. What does Dory mean?
It's almost like
is that a code word for help me?
What's that? God, Rocky. Dory. I know that's not the name.
Finding Dory. Finding Billy.
Sorry.
Okay, let me see if I can find. I don't think Sean's name is on my list yet. I have not heard from Steen or anything.
No, just submit it tonight. He said he just submitted.
Okay, so he's going to go on my list. So as soon as I can, I'll get you on here, Sean. I have to hear some of your songs. So since you're on here with us right now, hon, please send me some of your songs. And like I'm definitely not Adrian. I'm definitely not a professional, but I have to. I'm sure they're appropriate. I just have to hear at least some of them, and so we can get you scheduled. Okay. Have you had any major artists record your songs, Sean? Because we're trying to keep it. How do you describe that, Jerry? That was a great idea you had. We're trying to start off with those that are less known. That's a good way to put it, right? Indie artist, yes.
Yes.
So I sent you a link. Yes, I see that. Thank you so much. I'm just wondering, have you had any luck as far as getting anything recorded by a major artist or a record label or anything like that? If you come back, Billy, let me know.
Yeah.
So you don't have to answer me.
Autocorrect is killing me. And that's one of the things. Autocorrect is one of those horrible things. I think it's like the worst invention ever created.
Yes. Yes. But you know what? I wish they had autocorrect and voice text, because I use voice text. Anybody that's messaged me knows if I respond.
Yeah. I get a book.
They need to have something that says, this is not proper English. No, ma'am. My wife and I write our own stuff and I perform them. I'm excited to hear your stuff. So Sean, when you get a chance, please send me a couple of links or a couple of songs to my messenger. and I will add you to the list right away. And make
See,
sure
that's what this is about.
Yes,
someone came on, brand new, listening.
I
Now he wants
love
to
it.
come on the show. Awesome.
That's great, Sean. Thank you so much. I had no idea because there's so many people. I'm like, okay, is Sean with somebody else? I knew you were a singer because after they pointed out he's got a guitar in his hand. So that's awesome. So Sean, send me a couple of songs as soon as you possibly can. We're rolling and going. We're booked all the way till March something, as far as I know. We're gonna keep going, right?
And this is our first
yes.
show. And we did a preview show last week. Was just like, us coming on, talking about what we're gonna do. And this is actually our first show. So this
with the artist, yes,
may not stay. I mean, a lot of it is basically going off the seat of our pants, just trying to figure out, okay, if this format's right, that format's right. It's gonna and we're probably going to come together, and I'm sure it's going to change more and more.
Yes. But I think it was kind of cool the way we kind of integrated the singer.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. I mean, no,
together
it's
instead of doing completely separate. What do you guys? What do you? Let me ask everybody's opinion that's on here right now, folks. Give me your opinion. Did the format work well tonight, or should we try something new next week? Should we just say strictly songwriter, singer for an hour, and then strictly author, or should we go back and forth?
I like having the author on here and the songwriters, musicians, because you saw Stormy was able to actually come on there and actually have really good input from, because not only she's an author, but she was also a dancer. She was also, she also has more information. And then, and she gave good feedback. I mean, that was amazing.
She really did. What about you, Jerry? What do you think about that? What are your thoughts?
I think there's a lot of artists, I'd almost say the majority of artists has more than one artistic talent, whether it's drawing or sketching or painting or dancing or, I don't know that I've ever met anyone that's just got one.
Right.
That's very true. Because most creative people, you're right, are creative in other areas.
Is you could even go on and you watch like a movie and they're actors and actresses. And then all of a sudden you hear them sing. Now, not all of them do this, but you hear them sing. You're like,
oh my God, they're a singer.
Oh my Lord. It's like, what do you do? Yes. And then you find out that they've done all this other stuff in their life. They've played band. They've done these major competitions. They've done all this other stuff other than just acting. And because I'm a big movie buff and I love watching how the movie's made. And
I know we watch that a lot.
And they always talk about the backstory of how they became who they were. And that's kind of like where I want this show kind of go. It's kind of like a backstory of where you came from. Paul. And, and it's really, to me, it's interesting because, I'm as a writer of novels, I just have a curious brain that just wants to know
as soon as the show's over.
Where the idea came from. Where did you get your start? Where did you grow up at? Just questions. And as the radio show, like, what color underwear do you like wearing?
Yeah, I know. We were talking about that. Sean, excuse me just a second. Sean, make sure you also send me a friend request. The reason I'm having everyone do that, if you're on Facebook, hopefully, is so that way when we do have you on the show, I can tag you and you can tag all of your friends. To me, it's very important. Don't you guys agree with that?
Well, yeah, we have to share.
On Facebook. Yes.
You got to share the love.
Kimmy said she likes both together. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much, Kimmy. I appreciate that. I kind of like the way it went tonight. It was a little chaotic, but we're going to get better and better as we go along.
You're already.
So Billy had to leave. Did you see that? Paul said, thank you so much. Billy said, Paul, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the books. He's thrilled that you download his book. I just had heard a weird noise. Billy, thank you so much for coming on. We really, really enjoyed it. And we appreciate you.
And I like finding other books. Poetry. I don't typically read poetry. I'm not a big poet guy.
Yeah.
But, I like expanding my horizons.
Yes. Oh, Paul, you're so wonderful. Thank you so much. So we are already friends. Oh, well, thank you. No wonder your name sounds familiar, Sean. I'm sorry. I'm not bragging. Y'all don't even know. When I first started this new Carolyn's Corner page, I literally, it says people you may know. As long as Paul, my wife, is an author. Wait a minute. Your wife's name is Paul? No, I'm just kidding. That was funny. It sounds like something I would say.
There wasn't a comma there, Carolyn.
I know. That's what made me laugh. Paul, my wife, is an author. Perfect. Maybe we can have a night where we have you as the singer, her as the author.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Brilliant.
Linda. Oh my gosh. Perfect. We got the whole show plan.
Do I need to start taking notes?
You need to start. No, yes, really, because I wait, let me find my notes. No, really. Do you have your book there so you can write it down?
I got it.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to write his name down. Donovan said he likes both together. Okay, Kimmy and Donovan, thank you so much for your input on that. I think you're right on
Sean,
that.
did Linda have her books on Amazon or are they published? I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, what's some information about her books?
Published? Because I want to know what the books are because, I'm going to go look at them. I'm going to put them on my TBR.
I'm writing here, name down, Sean, and wife, Linda. Linda is an author.
And I'm assuming her name is Linda Christopher?
She could have a pen name.
I know. That's
good. What are her books listed as, Sean? What name? Man, this is so cool. Donovan say, okay, I already read that. Sorry. See, there was a reason you showed up tonight, Sean. I'm glad you're hanging out with us. And Sean is joining us from YouTube, and I'm already his friend. Anyway, back to my story. So I started sending friend requests to everybody. I'm just like, oh, I might know you because I wanted the radio show to grow. They're not on Kindle yet. Whoa, my chair just went down. Did you? Oh.
Looks like you're having a little too much fire over there, Carolyn.
I got to stand up and fix it. Anyway,
I hope you don't fall down. I have to come pick you up.
No. Y'all got to go watch I'm telling you, go back and watch the Facebook Live of the radio show last night. I laughed.
Monday night. Yeah, it was
Monday night. Sorry. Oh my gosh. It was the latest one that you'll see. And it is just on Facebook. It's not on YouTube. I wish we could stream to YouTube as well on the radio, but we've tried and this system will not work on the radio. I think there's interference. Let's see. What is this, Callie? Wait a minute. No, sir. She hasn't published anything. Pen name Callie Austin. Do you see that?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I wrote it down.
Hey, what? It's funny is that she hasn't published yet, but yet I feel like she can still come on and talk about some of her stories that she's going to publish.
Yes, and maybe you can help her. Maybe you can. I know you can if she wants help.
I'm sure I could.
Yeah.
I mean, I've learned how to format. You don't even want to know how much stuff I've had to learn to do on my books.
And he's learning all of this. Billy, you're so welcome. Thank you so much again for being here. So, Jerry, did you have something you wanted to add regarding that? Her pen name is Callie Austin.
No, I got Callie's. I got the pen name down.
Thank you.
No, I was going to throw out some shameful plugs.
Yes, please do.
Just some things I know that's going on. And granted, you can't get everybody on your show all the time.
I know.
I've got a lot of friends that are in the music business. I told you I did a co-write with Crystal Hott and Joy Dane. Crystal, or Christoria, she really caught a lot of flack over her married name of Crystal Hott. So she's under the artist. She did. I mean, that's a shame. And she's a Christian, and she's a Christian songwriter, which is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
What's funny is that whenever you have a name like that, especially in the music industry or any type of industry with entertainment, you people associate.
They just do. They think it's fake. They think. So that's Crystal.
But anyway, Christoria is her artist name, and Joy Richards Dame and we did a co-write recently. But Crystal's got a song. It's called "Beautiful Storm" through CCM. Really lovely song. You can find it on Spotify. One of the things Crystal said is we all face storms in life, and how we face them makes all the difference in how we make it through. Beautiful Storm was inspired by the idea that we can put our trust in God and we have peace in knowing He has a purpose in everything. Joy Dane, also a wonderful, she's got her first release out. Hers is called Fight for You, which she shortened the title. The title is Fight for You. The lyrics really keep saying, I fight for you. And it's almost God talking to us. that he does fight for us and he's there for us. And you can
Wow, I
find it.
love it.
Yeah, her stuff's on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. Julia Smith, another friend of mine's got a release coming out on the 25th, and it's called Strong. So these ladies
Wow.
are just coming up with amazing stuff. I'm gonna tell you, I listened to Julia Smith do a cover of oh my gosh, what the White Witch? What is her name? I can't think of it.
Um,
But
Are you-
Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac, that's who came to my mind. Is that who you're
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac. I can't think of the lady, but anyway, she did a rendition, a cover of Acoustic Landslide. Um,
Oh, I love that song, Landslide's cool.
oh yeah, and oh my gosh, she sounded wonderful.
Wow.
Lloyd Miller, another friend of mine, he's got a EP coming out, which is extended play. He's got a couple of different songs on his EP. I don't know if you know what an EP is. EP is extended play. So you've got a single, an EP, and an LP, even though nobody has LPs anymore.
Right.
It's
LP is
all
like a
digital.
record, isn't it?
Yeah, full.
Okay, so
full-
EP is an extended play. See, I didn't know that. Okay, thank
yeah.
you.
So normally extended play's got like 3 songs in it. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
his extended play is called Firm Foundation, but he's got 3 different songs within that. So one of the songs is called Firm Foundation, but he's a
Wow.
wonderful. The guy can play and sing wonderfully. And Sharice Carver later
Yes,
on.
you told me all about her a little bit.
Yeah, she's got a Red Dirt country song coming out soon. Red Dirt, as in the dirt from like Arizona and
Yes.
red, yeah. But red dirt's become really popular. It's kind of going back to the old country style.
Yeah.
The
I
basic.
keep seeing that reference, Red Dirt Country, and I didn't.
Yeah.
That's interesting how they're coming up with different. They're coming up with different genres within a genre, but I like the fact that it's going back to old country because we're not seeing a lot of old country yet, anymore. We really aren't. And I love old country. I really do.
It's really become popular in certain segments. Like for example, you get into the Franklin, Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina, kind of in that cluster up in there, up in the mountains. That's all you hear is red dirt country,
Yeah.
or you hear the old country. And same way in certain parts of Arizona and so forth. And it's really picking up and becoming popular. And I've got a friend, Lily Rose, which is really funny. You wouldn't think we'd be friends. I really know Lily more through the Air Force Association. But
Wow.
Lily is a wonderful pianist, and she released an album a couple of months ago, See You Again. And she's really heavy into piano, kind of a pop, electric thing. It's hard to describe it. She sings kind of operatic, and her electric piano vibes
Wow.
come out really hard. So she's not country like I normally listen to. I mean, she really is. It's way different from what I'm used to. But what I
Yeah.
really liked about her, even though she's really heavy into the piano and the operatic type vocals, her song themes are about mental health, depression, anxiety.
That's so important.
Military deployment, life back home, autism
Wow.
outreach. I mean, she hits all these subjects so many people just shy away from.
Yeah.
And, there's another guy that's doing this work on free lyric videos for Christian music ministry. I can't think of his name, but he does some really cool stuff. He's putting out a song called Reboot, and Thanks Be to God and Jesus Changed the Game. Those should all be out in the next couple of months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, when you get a chance, Jerry, send me all those names and information. I wish I would have got them from you sooner.
Well, that
So
last
next-
one was me. So
Yeah, I was gonna say
reboot. So,
I really was going to say reboot. Wait a minute.
yeah.
Very clever. Very clever.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Really send me those because I don't have them on the screen yet. Unless you want to type them in the comment one at a time if you want to, so that people can look them up. or we can put them on there next week and you can mention them again as often as you want. I had a lady tonight right before the show that sent me some songs. I didn't know if you maybe know her because she's not country like I'm used to hearing. To me, she's more of an artist as well because her voice is beautiful. It's more like a Whitney Houston, maybe. I don't know how you would describe it, but her name is Rhea Curley. Does that sound familiar?
I don't know. We have got so many people in that songwriters group.
I know. And I listened to some of her stuff and I was like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? She's got to just, and
well, you and I started talking. So communicating. If it hadn't been for that, I wouldn't remember your name. I mean, because I reviewed, I don't know how many of the songs. And I'm getting to the point on Friday. I don't know how Sandy does it. I mean,
me either.
Over 1,000 songs they're submitting.
Yes, every Friday. And I tried to make it a point to go to the person, like somebody recommended above me and then below me on the platform. And I did that. And I thought, well, and then I listened to one more, but I felt like I just, I'm not so much a critic because I'm not a professional song. You know what I mean? But I will say, I love it, or, most of the time I love it. And I've got really lucky because all the ones that were above me and below me have been amazing. Or I'll tell them how the story, and how it gave me goosebumps or if I really liked it. And I've had really good luck. Everyone I've been lucky enough to hear. That's why I told Brett, man, these people are good. These people on this site are really, really good. So as Sean says, it's kind of what Outlaw was back in Waylon and Willie's day. Yeah. I guess I'm fixing a bail. It's been awesome. I will definitely try and make it to next Wednesday. Yes, please do, Sean. Please share it with all of your friends and family. Please, please, please. We need your help getting the word out. Next week, we are going to have, in fact, let me look, tentatively, and I'm going to say tentatively because they're scheduled. They already know. We have a young man by the name of David Key. He wrote several songs, of course, but he has a song. I want you to make sure you tune in for it because I thought it was so cute. It's called the Coronavirus Song. And I thought it was just so cute. So well done.
Here comes the songs about the virus.
But it's so cute. It really is. And
it is. I listened to that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
so
it's funny because
that's good.
You're scrolling through these songs on the Songwriter Network.
Yes.
You're scrolling through them and you go, song about coronavirus. Oh, I got to listen to that one.
You got to listen to it. It's like, I got to. So, Sean, I'm glad you sent me the songs. I'm going to listen to them as soon as we finish up tonight. And I've got you on the list. I'm going to send you a message right after the show. Unless you're going to bed, I'll send it. You check it tomorrow or whenever.
Yeah, I have his messenger too. He sent me the song, so I'm going to listen to him as well after we get off this.
Good. Yeah, that's nice. You know what I don't know if y'all want to, Paul. I'm glad you're doing that. Because I am more than happy everybody can hear them as far as I'm concerned, because it's a lot for one person. That's what I would like to do for us to come together and say, hey, we all three like this person. You know what I mean? We think this, we want them. So, but y'all are so busy too, I know. Let me see. Red Dirt. So Sean, before you leave, I'm curious. I haven't listened to your songs. What do you classify your music as? Is your music country, Red Dirt, gospel? I haven't listened
country.
I bet he's country, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm kind of making a bet. Let's see if he's still here. He may have to leave. He may have already left, I mean. So, guys, I don't know if you know this, but it's already 10:30 here in Beeville.
It's country.
Oh, nice. I hear it. I figured it was. Oh, wait, he posted something. Let me see. He put a message. Traditional country. I can't wait to hear it, Sean. I love traditional country. My dad was in a little band. I don't know the name of it when I was a kid, but he sang. I always talk about my daddy because I miss him so much. He had that rich, deep country, just traditional, like Merle Haggard or something like that to me. And I used to tell him, you sound like Merle Haggard. And I love traditional country. I love it. I can't wait to hear your songs. I'm so excited to hear them. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've had a good time tonight. I've had a great time. What about you guys? Did y'all have a good time?
Oh, yeah, I had a great time. I want to put a little thingy, but Jerry was talking about the piano and stuff.
Yes, please
the operatic.
Do. Yes.
For some reason, well, when I'm writing my books, I tune into Spotify on the fantasy writing music, and it's a bunch of fantasy music kind of put in there. Nice. And there's a few songs in there that's actually piano with the operatic thing, and I love it.
It sounds beautiful, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is so funny because Crystal, I went to sleep listening to the music because I couldn't fall asleep. I popped it on. It's very relaxing, and I was listening to it, and Crystal woke me up the next day, and she said, "When did you start listening to that?" I'm like, when I start writing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, she gets new music that I've listened to, because she's used to me listening to either rock music. I listen to a little bit of pop, not much, but I'm more into the rock music. But yeah, it put me to sleep. It is, but I listen to it on the road too. But yeah, any type of that piano stuff is really awesome.
Wow, that's so cool. I love the sound of the piano. I think it's so beautiful. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Yeah, and I just love all kinds of music. I just love the way it sounds. It can just, no matter what is going on. Awesome, Carolyn, about your dad. Guys, y'all be good and have a great rest of the week. You too, Sean.
Now,
I'll
make
be in
sure,
contact
Sean, that
soon.
you tune in on, let me see what date it is. Hold on. Definitely tune in on the 23rd.
Yes.
Because I'll be in the woods.
And he's going to try to broadcast live from the woods. So, boy, that's going to be it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all have had a great night. Billy said yes. All of our viewers, thank you so much. Let me look real quick. I hope I didn't miss anyone. We didn't get to interact as much as we normally do, but I like the way this is going. We may have to form it a little bit different. Anybody that's on here, that's our friend, our listener, our viewer, if you have any ideas, we won't get mad. If you have any ideas on how we can make this better, let us know, because we are definitely flying by the seat of our pants. Yeah. Thank you, Billy. Remember, every time you come on, share. Tell everybody.
Yes.
It may not be you on here, but it's someone very similar that's trying to get their music and books heard. So we need to get the words out. Let's get the words out. Let the word out. Let's spread the good news, as they say. And let's show it. Remember, guys, as you're going through your day every day, until we see you again on Monday night, hopefully, cross my fingers. Let's treat each other with kindness and respect and love, because we can make a difference in our own little corner of the world. And I really do believe that if we treat others with kindness and helpful, and just like all of these great guys are on here right now, y'all have just been so incredible to me, and I'm just so blessed beyond belief, blessed beyond measure, blessed beyond belief. Honestly, remember to treat your fellow human being, we're all the same, with kindness.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
And until we see y'all on Monday, Paul, you want to add anything until we see him on Monday?
You pretty much said it all, as usual.
I know. I'm sorry, Paul. It's really hard for me. So Paul will not be my guest host on the radio on Monday. Lalo will be back, but Paul's always, he knows he's always welcome to come in to the studio.
You never know when I'm going to pop in. Either me or Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob. And Jerry, same for you. If you ever, you can't really drive all the way to Beeville to be on the studio, but anytime, we hope you'll make this a regular Wednesday night occurrence if you're able to, because we loved having you on. It wouldn't have been the same without you at all, Jerry. You did a great job. I knew you would. There was never a doubt. So, guys, I guess we better call it a night. What do you think? I always hate to leave, but it's getting pretty late.
Yeah, I got to get up early and drive 2 hours to work tomorrow.
Oh, gosh. Well, Paul, be careful. Drive safe, honey. And you got those songs. Jerry, do you want me to? Well, we'll talk about it later. Maybe I'll send them to you. I know you're so busy. Jerry, thank you so much for tuning in with us and helping us.
Yes,
gosh,
thank you.
What a great guy. What a blessing. What a blessing.
And it's funny. He fits right in because he makes jokes about me too. So, I mean, it's awesome.
I know, he fits right in. I love it. I love it. And we love you, Paul. I hope you know that. I love you dearly. You're one of my dearest friends.
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't loved. I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be able to, believe me, when someone has a joke about me, say it, because I will laugh right along with you because I have done some stupid things.
Absolutely.
I have a shirt that says warning.
Jerry, is there anything you want to add? I know I talk a lot.
No. I mean, we can either laugh or we can cry, and we choose to laugh and have a good time, because that's really what it's all about. And I mean, there are so many wonderful people, and we always notice that as you're going along, you've had a lot of people come on tonight. I think I counted 15 different, it's going to grow. It's going to get bigger. I am excited about that. I think that, and the more people that we get involved, the more it's going to grow. It's going to keep going. And I think that's wonderful, especially for the unknown artist, whether it's a poet or a book writer or whatever. I think this is a great and wonderful format, because they don't get that exposure that they deserve. And man, I am here to tell you, I am connecting with songwriters and singers that are just amazing. And I'm going, how are you not top 10? I don't get
Yes.
it. You know,
I
just
know, me
absolutely
too.
amazing. You know, they humble me. You know.
Maybe we'll start our own production company and actually get some of these people. You know,
You never know. You know what? Honestly, you never know. I honestly say I don't know what the future is going to hold. I honestly leave it in God's hand. What does he want us to do? Because I believe that it's his will. He's making all this happen. He's making the pieces just fall together. And I told my husband, Brett, I said, I can't stop. I can't not do it. He's like, what do you mean? I said, it's my calling. It feels like it. You know, it's like a calling.
I got the perfect name for it.
What's that?
Little Guy Productions. Okay, can't
idea.
say little guy because it's probably going to offend somebody, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Paul. I love it. And Billy, thank you so much.
There you go. The
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
guys
Little Guys
with an F,
production.
you
Yeah.
know, so,
Billy said, love the show and love what you do. You guys rock. Thank you, Billy. And don't forget,
Thank
I'll be
you.
in contact with you before Monday to get your MP3s. Go ahead and email them to me. I need all 3 of those songs on MP3 if you can get them to me, if it's possible. And I will promote them a little bit on the radio show on Monday. Okay. So make sure you tune in and watch it on Facebook Live, Billy. And so you can see your songs or hear your songs being played on the radio. Remember, you can also stream the radio station live from anywhere. So y'all can come on and support Billy again on Monday. That's what I want to do. Wednesday, they're on the show. Monday, they're on the radio. Pretty cool. Get your dreams come true and not even a week. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So guys, thanks so much for joining me. And gosh, I love you guys. I really do. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
A wonderful
thanks
night.
everybody. Yes, y'all have a great night. Get some rest. And I'll be checking out those songs before I go to bed and probably staying up till 3 a.m. to watch the video and see how we did.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, guys and gals. Thank you so much. I don't know who's left, but thank you.
bye, guys.
Good night. Good night.